Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, we're in the house, guys. We're in the house. Let's see what's going on with everybody. Yo, yo, yo. People starting to come into the chat room now. Let's see what's going on. Yo, people, yo. Looking forward to a good game today, man. Looking forward to a good game today. What's happening, people? We got Arsenal versus Rapid Vienna today, and welcome to you guys. Welcome to everybody. What's happening here? I've just picked up my feed of BT Sports. Good to see you guys in the mix. Let's see who's happening, who's in the house. And it's 18. What's going on, 18? Arsenal Vlogs in the house as well. Yeah, I'm looking for a good response. I'm really looking for a good response today. 18. What's going on, bro? Cool K, what is going on, my brother? What is good? What is good? Everybody, today's the day that we're going to be looking for some kind of reaction. And today's the day that we're going to be looking to see if something up front can work. And I'll be really interested to see what this combination of players can bring us. It looks like anything from a 3-4-3 to a 3-5-2. And remember, when we attack, we normally shift to 3-5-2 anyway. So it doesn't really make much of a difference. I don't know whether you guys can hear this commentary. I don't like letting the volume on the commentary kind of overbear the actual feed. So let me take it down a notch. How are you guys doing, man? What is going on, people? What's going on? So let me just wait for it to fill up a little bit, and then we can go through the team sheet. There we go. We can go through the team sheet. What's going on to everybody on Facebook, man? Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Everybody, we're in the house. We're in the house, man. We've got, let's have a look here. We've got GK, good evening. How are you? I hope everything is good, my brother. I hope you're safe. I hope everybody is COVID-free and everyone's social distancing and wearing their masks and doing what you're supposed to be doing to look after yourself and your community and everyone around you and your family. Big up to all of you guys. Really, really hoping that Ruinson would get a start today. I don't see the benefit of putting Leno in goal, but here we are, guys. Team sheet is up and here. Let's talk about it, man. Team sheet right now, guys, is Leno at the back. We've got Luiz, Gabriel, Klasnach. I should say Cedric, but I really don't know if it's a back three or back four. But anyway, there's Cedric, Thomas Partey, El Nene, Saka. I didn't think Saka was going to start today. It's a bit of a brave move by making that happen. I personally would have gone with Reece Nelson because not only did Saka play a few days ago, but he's going to be playing on Sunday's game against Leicester, and I wouldn't have started him today. Yeah, not really sure why Arteta's done that. Up front, guys, front three, we've gone with Pepe, Lacazette, and Nketiah. I kind of like the Pepe deal. Are you going to put him on the left, or are you going to put him on the right? Lacazette, Nketiah. Is Nketiah going to go on the left? Nketiah played on the left in the youth team, if you can remember. So that might be something that interests us with Eddie Nketiah. Is he going to be in a two up front system with Lacazette, or is he going to be wide left and is Pepe going to be wide right? Very strange to see what the formation is going to be, but I'm very interested to see what's going to happen. You guys, how you doing, man? How you doing? Chat's starting to fill up. GK saying when saw the lineup, I instantly thought 4-4-2. Lucy and Laka, yeah, I kind of saw a 3-5-2, bro. I saw a 3-5-2, simply because of David Luiz. They don't really like going forward at the back with him in there. So very interesting to see what they're going to say. Dan, my cousin, yo, Dan, yo, my brother, what's going on? Yeah, it's party time today. Hopefully we're going to see what's going on with him and then seeing if he can rock some knees. GK saying maybe it's a 4-3-3. It could be. Bro, listen, I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, I said Nketiah on the left wing, That's what I think they're going to do. Rather than a 2 up front, I think they're going to stay with the base 3 up front because it would help to put pressure on the press game. So, look, either way, man, it's nice to see that they can fit Nketiah, and it's nice to see that they can fit Lacazette in the same team. So it's 5 changes. 5 changes from the team that lost against Manchester City. A place for Thomas Partey in the team. We're deploying Lacazette and Nketiah up front. And we've got Klasnich and Cedric as the fullback roles with El Nene slotting in the middle. So interesting to see how we're going to start. We're a couple of minutes away, guys. We're 2 minutes away. And not really much to say about Rapid Vienna, guys. Not really much to say about them. For them, it's their second round of the Austrian Cup as well. They just thrashed Vienna, their local side, over the weekend. So they're in good form. They're winning. At the moment, Arsenal are not winning. Arsenal's last game was at Etihad, as everybody knows, and we were edged out 1-0 by United. But we certainly had a lot of chances towards the end of the first half, and we actually looked like we were going to go on and score plenty of goals. Vincey, how you doing, bro? Yeah, how you doing? You're off mute now.
Yeah, I'm not bad, man. BT Sports are just... My EE just messing me about, man. I've got the app, but they won't allow me to cast.
Oh, what? That's shocking.
Yeah,
so
some Trump behavior. So
have you got a link to the game at the moment?
Yeah, I've got the BT Sports app on the tablet, but for some reason they're saying, "Oh, I need to upgrade to get it casting." When that's what was told, I'll be able to watch.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh, that's ridiculous. All right, I'm going to try and get you a link.
Can you get me a link as well, please? I'll pay you.
I'm watching the game.
Oh, you're watching the game?
I watch the game, but this is the one time that I may be ahead of you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm watching it on my phone. I'm trying to get a link, but at the moment nothing's working. Let me go back here and see.
What's going on, Ebony? How you doing?
Okay, I do have a link. Right, Ebony, did you say you needed a link?
Yes, please.
I'll send it in the private chat.
I'll pay you whatever it is.
Girl, you don't owe me nothing but love, man. You don't owe me nothing but love. I can
actually put this link in my phone right now, yeah?
Yeah, put it in your phone and see how you go. Guys, it looks like we're about to start and kick off. Yes, and we're off. Yeah, we're off.
Can you cast with this link?
I don't think so, no. I don't normally use these links because I have my phone. So big shout out to Fiona. What's going on, Fiona?
Oh, Fiona's in.
Yeah, Fiona's on the chat on Facebook.
Hey, girlfriend.
What's going on, girl?
What's going on, Fiona? How you doing?
What's up, Fee?
Yeah, Fee is doing well, man. Fee is doing well. So, guys, game has started. And Arsenal in possession straight away on the front foot, which is what I like to see. Let's see where we are now so we can pick this up, man.
I'm just a big fan of the kit, personally.
Yeah.
That blue kit, I'm excited.
For real,
I think I'll get one of those, actually, over the weekend.
Yeah, true, man, true. Nice to see GK.
I like the pink one as well, but nobody seems to like it.
The pink one?
Yeah, man.
You know, the pink training top that nobody likes.
Oh, yes. The training top's nice, yeah.
Yeah, they got to do all they can, man. They got to do all they can. Some good work here on the right-hand side, guys. Ooh. Cedric Soares. Look, that's well played by Soares there. A lot of people say they don't like Soares, but I like the player, man. For me, he has never had a bad game for Arsenal. That goal that he scored as well on his debut shows you exactly what he can do playing further up on the pitch. I'm still an Ozil fan. Even though he's not a part of the team, I'll continue to salute the brother for everything he's done for the team. He was a part of the revival for Arsenal when we started winning trophies again, and he made a huge, big difference. So did Giroud, so did Walcott, so did Sanchez. And Arsenal guys are in the all-blue kit today. Don't know whether that's going to bring us any luck or not.
And it's happy birthday to Arsene Wenger today, so hopefully we can get a result for him.
Yeah, big time, man, big time. It would be the perfect gift, a win today, if we was to get a victory. Again, Cedric Soares picking up the ball on the right. You can see Pepe just flooding the ball into Thomas Partey. Look how well Thomas Partey holds onto the ball. Player comes into him for the tackle. He just shields himself away from the ball. Pepe just spoiled that, really, got caught offside, and the ball's gone back to Rapid Vienna.
We got a birthday in the chat. Apollo,
you got a birthday in the chat?
You got a big shout out. Big shout out.
Jeez, that. It's my cousin, Dan. Dan is his birthday. On the 29th, need a win.
Happy birthday.
Amen. Praise the Lord. Kuke saying, finally a game with fans. Fee, tired, just finished work. Tired, girl, I got the remedy for you. It's a 3-letter word, begins with R and M's and ends in an M. Get yourself sorted, Fee. Ebony can't drink at work, so I hear you.
I'm on the aqua.
Guys, Rapid Vienna with an attack in Arsenal's box. They cross the ball in from the right. It's headed out and cleared by Gabriel. Arsenal still haven't done a good job of clearing it. Gabriel again with another header out. Surprised to see Saka. Oh, Fee says she's pouring it now. Amen, girl. I hear you. Amen. Yeah, whoever's feed is that, I'm just slightly ahead of you. Because my commentary's coming in just slightly ahead of you, so that's good. Yeah, normally we've got Niamis with his 0-hour coverage and Bertram.
3:35.
Right, so yeah, I'm 3:50, so I'm about 3-4 seconds ahead. And Bertram normally has his satellite Astral D1 link, so he's always ahead of us. Excellent, guys. Excellent. Rapid Vienna, guys, with an attack on the right. Looks like it was a good tackle from Soares. But Cedric now has given up a free kick.
Didn't get the ball.
Yeah, Cedric has been really progressive up forward. And he's had that cross into Lacazette, which was slightly behind him, but it's definitely a bright start by Arsenal. Mesut Ozil's just sent out a tweet saying, when I can't support on the pitch tonight, I will support in front of the TV in London. And Mesut Ozil is asking the fans, what are your predictions for the match? I go with 4-1 away. Maybe we should send a message to Mesut Ozil and get him to do our live feeds with us.
Send him, man. Tell him to come on.
You know what? I'm going to send him a message right now on Twitter.
I'm going
to send him a message right now. I'm going to send him. I'm going to message him right now, guys.
Watch along, welcome.
Yeah. Hey, Mesut, why don't you watch the game online with us? You gotta love it. Let me know and I'll send you the link. Oh, excellent. I love it. Let me hashtag Arsenal fans in there. So nobody can't say that I've been nice to Ozil. Yeah. I've been nice to the man all the way through. I've just tweeted him. And if he wants to come and watch the game live with us, he is welcomed. Dan says, Ozil's up to something, though, with the second thing. Yeah, listen, either way, man, either way. Just a slow start, guys. 6 minutes, 20 seconds gone. Arsenal playing it around the back. David Luiz and Gabriel playing the ball out to each other. And the ball is being just facilitated in the midfield. Arsenal just trying to keep possession.
I think, Dan, you're right, you know. I think if we all treated Mesut, he may just come on the stream.
Wouldn't it be nice if I got a tweet back saying, Apollo, my friend, let me in. That'd be great. It looks like so Thomas Partey passed the ball to Saka. They've given a handball, but it didn't hit his hand. Yeah, I don't understand that. Did you see that, guys? The ball actually comes off his chest, off his knee or ankle and onto his chest. So I don't know why the referee has just given Rapid Vienna the ball. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So, guys, Mesut Ozil might not be in the team, but he's definitely in there in spirit. It looks like it's an Arsenal ball now throwing on the side. And Cedric has had a decent start, and I hope he plays well today so that Arsenal fans can really get off his back. And I think he's a really, really good player, decent player. And a lot of people are just like, what has he done? He's crap. We shouldn't have bought him. Biggest mistake last January. But everything is done for a reason. Arteta likes the player, and he's spent a lot of time looking at footage from him and seeing whether he will be able to fit into the team. So if he's in there, he's in there for a reason.
Personally, I'm going to reserve my judgment on Suarez because, I haven't seen enough to warrant that type of a contract on a player who's hardly played. I just got a lot of issues with how, as a club, we deal with players' contracts. I'm all for players coming in, but I think there are some question marks as to how we are actually operating. But that's another topic for another day.
Yeah, and my thoughts on that. I'm not going to be too dismissive or critical because Edu and Arteta only came in here in January. They've been here in a matter of 8, 9, or 10 months. So regardless of what's happened in the old regime and the poor decisions, I'm in the house of let's judge them for what they've done right now. And a good build-up play here from Arsenal, guys. Saka just lost control of the ball in the penalty area, and that's what Arsenal can do. They can slice you apart in the final third. Good range of tactics there. You can see, look at El Nene defensively playing well, covering. That's fantastic play by El Nene, cutting out that attack. Never played the ball, always played the man. And as soon as the man on the left-hand side got the ball, El Nene was right there to cut out danger. That's what we've been kind of missing, guys, in the game that he didn't play against Man City. I have no idea why he was benched. What's your thoughts, guys, in the chat? Kuke saying we're playing Atletico's formation after getting Partey. Did you see Atletico got wiped out 4-0 in the Champions League last night? What on earth, man? Hey, take out a guy like Thomas Partey in the midfield, and it's not good.
Are you able to send a direct message to Mesut?
I don't know. Hold on. Some accounts don't allow it. Let me just have a look. Let's go to Mesut. No, you can't. No,
you can't.
He has to allow you to do it. The man's got 25 million subscribers on Twitter, so it's probably a wise thing for him not to do it. His inbox would be so full, he'd have to employ somebody in order to look after it. Mesut, if you're listening out there...
Right. David is right in the chat that Son was an Arsenal fan growing up.
Oh, wow, could you imagine? Son and Harry Kane, both Arsenal fans. Well, you can't knock them for taste. Arsenal again, guys, on the attack again. Keeping possession in the midfield. You can see, I tell you, El Nene's had a really good, refreshing start again. Gabriel's so progressive, playing the ball forward. Arsenal are working it now on the left wing. And the trick is when they lose the ball like that is how well do they work in terms of winning it back.
I thought Tony Adams was recommending to Arsenal to get hold of Son and Eric Dyer, and we didn't take it up.
Yeah, well, Eric Dyer, we missed the bullet there. We definitely dodged the bullet there. But Song is amazing. And I've got a big problem with that because I don't rate any Tottenham players. The song it's giving me. Look at Eddie Nketiah working on the left-hand side. And guys, remember what I said. Nketiah also played on the left when he was in the youth setup. So for him, it's not a problem. He has the ability with the ball at his feet to go past players, something that Lacazette doesn't have. So it's refreshing to see him on the left. Arsenal working it on the right-hand side now in attack. 12 minutes, 20 seconds gone of the first half. We need to see more from Pepe. Pepe's taken on 2 players here, but he runs into trouble. Really should have used the players around him. Arsenal suffocating Rapid Vienna right now.
It's just, I do like the way how El Nene is on the ball. He's got energy. He's got touch, poise,
composure,
and he's got good vision. And he can play the first time pass early and with pace. And that's what you do need in the center of the pitch.
Yeah, for real, man. Saka, this isn't the first time Saka's got himself into trouble with a few poor balls. I am reiterating the fact that I said he shouldn't be playing today. Why have you started him when he just played 4 days ago, and he has another game in 3 days' time? You've got Reece Nelson there, you've got Smith Rowe, and I really don't know why Saka's in the team tonight.
We've got 2 keepers as well on the bench, so one of them can come out and run around on pitch.
Yeah, I still don't rate Leno.
Well, he needs help on the bench. We've got 2 keepers just to keep him honest. So obviously Arteta probably doesn't rate him as much either.
Oh, God, did you just hear that? Arteta was speaking Guyanese.
Was he?
Yeah, he was. Unbelievable.
What was he saying?
I don't know. He was talking to Thomas Partey.
In Guyanese?
Guyanese? You mean Ghanaian?
Ghanaian, yeah.
Ghanaian.
Oh, Ghanaian. That's what I was
Ghanaian, yeah. I can't believe I just said Guyanese.
I was wondering what kind of...
Yeah, he just talking.
Guyanese myself.
Yeah, look, Cool K heard Arteta speaking Ghanaian. Yeah, I heard it as well, mate. I heard it as well. Wow.
Ebony, what were you saying about Guyanese?
I'm half Guyanese myself.
Oh, okay.
The other half's Jamaican.
Oh, okay, bless you.
Rotted, I'm full-blooded Jamaican, man. All the way through.
Full 100% Vincentian, St. Vincent.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, same.
100%.
I'm just checking out Leno, okay? And I want to actually see him.
Ooh, okay, guys, free kick from Arsenal from the right-hand side. David Luiz, lovely crossing. Who is it that gets ahead? Who is it that gets it? Is it Gabriel that gets ahead? Let's have a look again.
Luiz.
David Luiz. No, it was Luiz that was the one that got the head to it. It was actually a save. It was going in. Okay, guys, that was a chance. Great effort. It was going in, guys. So the free kick looks like it was taken by Suarez. David Luiz gets a head to it. It was going in, and the goalkeeper makes a cracking save. Cross comes in from Arsenal. Picked up by Thomas Partey, but he couldn't get his shot off. Cross comes in again from Arsenal, and it's well defended. Arsenal applying some real pressure here at the moment, guys.
I think we're just giving them a wake up call.
Yeah. Thomas Partey has certainly looked promising on his Arsenal debut. Every forward pass has been played with authority. What was that, Vincey?
I was going to say, you can see just that little bit of athleticism, energy in Partey. He'll go up for a challenge. He'll go up for the second ball. And, stuff like that. Simple things is what we've missed so much in the middle of the park. You probably think how static some of our midfielders have been. You can see how much of a huge loss it has been when you see somebody who can just step into the team and just perform like that.
Agreed. Guys watching in the chat, hit a like on the video. Scricket Ball in the house. Scricket Ball saying great free kick by David Luiz. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Ebony.
This is why Partey should have actually started on against Man City.
Yeah, I would have started him, and if he got tired or whatever, then I would have taken him off. I had the option to take him off. El Nene, look, he got it all wrong, man. He got it all wrong last week. Let's see him redeem himself. I can't believe.
Oh, don't do this to me, man.
David Luiz, man. More of that, please, Pepe. Guys, it still feels like a 3-4-3 to me. It still feels like a 3-4-3. You can definitely see the three up front, but look at the defense. And what will tell you the trick here is Cedric Soares. He's the key. Soares should be in a static position. He isn't. He's right behind Pepe every time Pepe gets the ball. So he is playing a wing-back role. On the left-hand side, I'm not really sure what's going on there. Klasnach is definitely playing further up the field. It does look like 3-4-3, guys. Yeah, look at the shape that we've got. Look, Thomas Partey and El Nene, they're just sitting in front of Gabriel and Luiz as we move as in a progressive position up front. So remember, guys, when we attack, we're in a 3-5-2 or a 2-4-4 when we attack. And that's how it works with Manchester City as well. Rapid Vienna, don't foul him! Whoa!
That was a save.
Yeah, that was a save. Look, there wasn't much pace on the ball, but it was a good save nonetheless. Leno did get down there. And the delivery was well dealt with. Arsenal looked a little uncomfortable there. And look, remember, this team came off a thrashing of their rival over the weekend. So it's a good save there from Leno. I just went on Twitter. It says somebody liked your comment. I thought Mesut was the one that liked my comment. Come on, Mesut Ozil. Sort it out, bro. I have been supporting you from day one. Don't leave me don't leave me stranded, man. Don't leave me stranded in front of all these 101 fans right here. He's going to give a free kick on that. Well, 20 minutes gone, guys. Gabriel has just made a foul on the centre box. Rapid Vienna. Not passing the ball very well in the final third, and Arsenal are able to recover quickly. I do like the positions here that Cedric Soares is picking up. It's much needed support that Pepe's always need. And if a man's going to support Pepe better than Bellerin, then I'm a fan. Partey's picking up the ball here in the middle. He's got loads of space on the ball. He's got enough space to cut it back and look and see what's open.
And this is the problem with the three, okay? We don't play triangles in the three.
Yeah, that diamond isn't there in that position. You're right.
You know, the players, whoever's playing the centre forward is not dropping in to create that triangle, so you can play that pass, and that's why sideways football.
That's the difference between Eddie Nketiah and Lacazette, though. Eddie will drop into the midfield constantly and give you that option, and he'll drop back to help be a defender with the midfield to win the ball back as well. And you're not going to get that work rate from Lacazette. You know, everybody says we're going to be talking about this all season. Lacazette, Nketiah. At the moment, what Arteta's done is just dump the both of them and put Aubameyang at the point, the anchor role. But between the two guys, it's always going to be a measure of what are they. You know, Nketiah defends well and becomes more of an option well, whereas Lacazette is good in his hold-up play, but just doesn't work as hard. I think Arsenal's won a foul.
I don't think he doesn't work. It's not that he doesn't work as hard. I just think that he just can't last more than 70 minutes. And he's just a super sub. Well, he's a super sub now. I hate to say it, but you know.
Oh wow! Okay, yeah, that's easy enough save for Leno to make there. Victor, what's going on, bro? Victor back representing the house without. What's Victor saying? Without 3+ goals, it's an L. That's what big teams do to small teams. So you're saying we need to, actually, I went for a 3-0 win today, so I'm not going to lie.
I'm going to go 3-1. I can see us conceding. Sorry,
yeah, there's a few times that Rapid Vienna's looked like they were going to cause us a little bit of trouble. We've got nearly 30 people watching now, guys, and 2 or 3 people watching on Facebook. How you doing, Facebook, man? What's going on, Daniel? What's going on, Fiona? Big shout out to everybody there. I was hoping that Michelle or Mark would pick up some of the commentary as well, but actually it's a good thing because they're normally ahead of us with their feed. So if we score, Mark Thompson would put it in the feed so we'd know that there was a goal. It's a little bit more exciting here watching it organically than seeing the game just take part in front of us.
I think win. I'm going to be hesitant to pick a score because I just want to see how we're actually moving the ball. I mean, it's a big concern for me how we do move the ball. And even today, I'm just looking and it's just concerning in the middle. I mean, good movement up front and good use of the ball, but it's just concerning how we're moving the ball in the midfield, sideways. So, yeah.
The most important thing is to find balance with any formation, and we haven't really had that in the last 2 games. So today I just want to see a steady performance with good balance, good structure, tightness. Arsenal with the ball in possession now. Cedric Soares has crossed the ball in to the danger zone. That's the 3rd time he's done that in the game.
Oh, that was lucky.
Yeah, Cedric Soares really progressive, guys. So yeah, I told you I like the guy, man. I like that.
This is the situation.
How far are you guys down? I'm 18 minutes 55 seconds.
I'm 24:35.
I'm 24:45.
See, if you notice what happened with that cross, Pepe's in the penalty box, so he's causing more trouble for their defense. So Cedric's got the ability to make that cross. He's got more people in the box to aim for. We're not getting enough of that.
Look at him again. The ball's on the left, but Soares is running up on the right into space. That's a good 1-2 played. Actually, it's a good tackle. Now Saka's won it back. That's a foul. Come on, ref. Arsenal get a free kick here in the danger zone. I tell you, Cedric Soares can deliver a pass.
Yeah, he can cross.
Yeah.
Even that.
I think it's high time now we dropped Bellerin and had him there.
If I can see 90, I'll let you know after 90 minutes. If my client deserves to be dropped.
Bellerin.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big area of his game that needs improvement for me, and I think crossing should be a basic for any right back.
Yeah, I think you've just hit the nail on the head there. Soares is more of a wing back, and Bellerin was never a wing back. Never. He was always a right back, and that's why he's so limited in the role.
Yeah.
Fiona's on 25 minutes. We're on. Oh, did Lacazette just get a yellow card? Oh, okay. So
yeah, it was a bit of a naughty challenge.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a naughty one.
that's not a yellow card. Oh,
Yeah.
come on. How is that a yellow card?
Okay, maybe not.
That's a terrible. That's not the first time I've seen a poor decision by the referee right there. That's not good. He gave the handball against Saka, which wasn't a handball, and that wasn't definitely not a booking. It definitely weren't a booking.
But we seem to be getting forward. We seem to be getting forward more. Actually, we're actually attacking them more.
Mm.
Mm.
7:30 later on ESPN HD. Spurs beginning their campaign at home to Lask at 8.
Yeah, we're looking decent so far. African Guna says we're looking decent as well. Kuke saying Lacazette sweating and out of breath already. God damn.
He needs to come off in that case. Make an early substitution. Just bite the bullet.
Thomas Partey in the middle, just running forward. See, that's what Partey can give you. He's dribbling forward with the ball, putting pressure on the defense to come to him, which opens up spaces in behind. Ceballos does that to a point, but he doesn't. He has half the amount of dribbles that Partey has. Thomas Partey is a threat when he rushes forward to your defense.
Yeah. And the thing is, he will look for the 1-2. So you get used to that. You can, if your passing's better off, you can evade the press and the containment that they have and turn it into attack.
The African Goon is sending me messages here instead of on YouTube, and I just can't see him. He keeps on sending it in the thread. Just sending him a message. I can't switch between message threads, bro. Kind of
Killing you.
I can see the Facebook people on here because it's all linked, but I can't see any other one. Is Pepe got that under control? He has. He's done well there, but he's lost possession. Arsenal's pressing here is really, really doing a good job. Come on, guys. We won a lot of balls here, man.
I remember back in the 90s when Rapid Vienna used to be a team. We used to play them in the Cup Winners' Cup, and back in the day, it's like we used to struggle. These teams.
Very predominantly left-sided in attack. He's playing on that side today, but he's right-footed. Technically, and I think the Arsenal fans will be overjoyed to see him in this team.
This is what I'm saying, man. Pepe's in the penalty area and he crosses it in, but it's just overhit. Very unlike Pepe. 18 is saying, I like Soares. He looks good. Bro, I've been telling Bertram, Tony, Ebony, La African Guna, Dan, Neomis, I've been saying to them that he looks really good. And the reason why a lot of people are saying, look, I reserve, I hold it, because he ain't been playing. It's hard for a man to show you what he can do. If you watch his games with Southampton, especially when he's played Arsenal, he's played us off the park. We could, the last game against the Emirates, which I went to when we drew Southampton 2-2, we couldn't handle him. He was running by us at will.
Oh, naughty challenge.
El Nene picking up the ball in advanced position. What's he going to do? He's played it to Thomas Partey.
I actually quite like the way El Nene's playing now.
Yeah, he's a good player. He plays good and attacking positive football.
Partey again with possession of the box. Look how well Partey just holds onto the ball. Defenders are running into Partey to try and dispossess him, and he's just like, nah, bro. Nah, it's not happening, bro. I'm keeping this ball. This ball is mine. Arsenal well in possession at the moment and kind of controlling the game, although there has been one or two issues at the back. You have to put that down to them just not playing well together. Is that a free kick, ref? Thank you. So Partey gives the ball to Lacazette. Lacazette gets brought down straight away, and they find it. That's happened 2 or 3 times, and they haven't really given it to us. But Arsenal with a free kick now, 35 yards out in an advanced position. Partey is just reading the midfield. He's reading it so well. He's plugging the gaps. He's getting in between, disrupting play. When he gets the ball, he finds time, and he finds players in there. And it's just really good performance at the moment so far by Thomas Partey. It looks like Cedric Soares again is going to take this cross, this free kick. Soares' delivery last time was fantastic. Yeah, it's going to be either Pepe or Soares. It's Pepe. And I'm not sure about that one, Pepe. Yeah, I'm not sure. He hits it right into the wall. Yeah, what's that all about? That was never really targeting anybody. More so just hit it into the wall. Anyway, Rapid Vienna on a break. Rapid Vienna got a break. That's a great tackle. Who was that? Was that Partey? That was Partey. What a great tackle. Oh my God, guys.
This is why he should have started against Man City.
If you guys, did you see that? Have you guys seen that?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it.
Guys, counter attack. Sorry, Vince, go on.
I was just laughing at what Pepe was doing with that free kick, and there's 2 chances, and I was just shaking my head and watching what was going on down our end.
There. As my uncle used to say in Jamaica, "I dem kind of thing me like." That was absolutely stunning, guys. We were on the counter. The ball comes over on the right side. The striker is by himself. He has 5 yards. Partey comes out of nowhere, sticks in the right foot, and depossesses the striker. I mean, guys, that looked like Deion Sanders making up 5 yards on a. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a yellow card.
Yeah. Wow, the ref is not treating us well at all at the moment, guys. Partey just running things.
They're saying that the ref is dog shit.
Partey looking like Deion Sanders and Daryl Green out there right now. Man's looking like Steve Atwater and Ronnie Lott back at the safety position. Last line of defense.
Sorry, guys. It's just Leno pisses me off. I'm sorry.
I think Leno made a great look. Here it is again. We're seeing it. The ball comes through. Watch. He's got 5 yards. Partey comes from nowhere and just taps it off. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. Yeah. Do you remember? I used to call Alex Song the caretaker because man used to clean up people's shit. And what we're seeing now is Partey with moves like a caretaker. Long shot there.
But that's what you want, though. You want that player to sweep it. You want that sweeper style player.
Yeah.
He's got the energy to go box to box.
Fontes just found himself some space there. Has a shot with his right foot, but it was straight at Bernd Leno, and Leno just pats it down and gets control of it. "35 minutes and 40 seconds gone, guys, so far. And the game, well balanced. Rapid Vienna have had their chances, but for me, Arsenal just really controlling this game. And they've just not really been able to link the ball through the middle. They've been doing all the work on the left and on the right, but they've not really been able to link the ball through the middle. So Saka's had a sort of average game for me at the moment, guys. And I really don't think that he should have played. Lacazette, I've got to be fair, has done nothing at the moment. And so I'm hoping for that. Look, I don't even know why isn't Smith Rowe playing in this game? Why isn't Reece Nelson playing in this game? Dear, dear.
I mean, to be honest, this is what our season's going to be like.
Oh, is he onside? Oh, he's off.
And we're going to have to really dig deep with this team because it's not
Jesus
pretty.
Christ.
It's not pretty.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Why has he done that? So this referee is
He's not messing about, is he?
Oh wow. So Eddie Nketiah has a late shot where he passes it in the goal. Okay, Lacazette is offside. Nketiah just comes in and just plants the ball into the net. He probably shouldn't have done it. Inexperience. And the ref runs up to him and gives him a yellow card.
You must have a quota to give out this in the first half.
That is never a yellow card. I mean, and even if it was, I mean, oh no.
So it's a poorly given yellow card. Really poor.
You know what? This is going to be a scrappy game, guys. We're going to have to dig deep on this one.
It is.
I need some medication, man, because this one's going to be a long one.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. Cricket Ball saying they have Saka on lockdown. I just think Saka doesn't look. He used a lot of energy when he was playing the other day, and I don't think he should be playing. And then you're going to play him again at Leicester. I'm not sure.
Saturday.
Sunday, yeah, at 7:15. I'm in a dilemma because we have an 8 o'clock Sunday show. I've knocked you guys back at 9 o'clock so I can watch the American football. And now the American football's at 5, which is really unconventional, and the Arsenal game's at 7:15. So I'm all over the place on Sunday, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Priorities.
Priorities is the Redskins, man. Priorities. Sorry, guys, have to say it. Skins, man, never miss a game.
I think it's the daylight saving. I think that's the change that happened. That affects the NFL game for the 10-5.
Strange, isn't it? It's on at 5 o'clock. Yeah, that's messed me up, man, because that's
Mate. Got away with one there.
Let's start in the Arsenal game. What I might do is let you guys start the stream on the watch along, and then actually no, it doesn't matter. I'll go in because I'll still be watching the Redskins game while the Leicester game's on. But I'll just have both games up on the screen.
And then he was a bit close there.
Yeah,
like it was a handball.
Someone's on the ground here. It looks like we've got an injured player. It looks like Saka. Why is Saka on the field? Arteta, man, me and you have got some serious beef over the last few team sheets, my friend. Cricket Ball saying this ref is worse than Mike Dean.
I can't.
See, again, there's no handball. He keeps giving handball every time an Arsenal player chests it down. What is this guy, man?
Close. Chest, man, a chest. Ebster, you on mute. You're on mute.
Since when has this been a handball?
Yeah, true. I don't know. Look.
Unless it's that, which it ain't.
Saka looks tired. Guys, at the moment, Saka's down and receiving treatment. It's 40.
I'm going to ask you. Can our young players play back-to-back games for the whole season? Because basically, you're looking at the likes of Saka.
I don't think anybody can. The way the games are condensed now, if you keep playing people game in, game out, you're going to get them injured. At some point, you do have to rotate. I mean, Saka unbelievably played a stretch of 9 games in, 29 days or something crazy like that. And he was shot to pieces by the end of it because we had no left back. We had no option at right back. We had no left back. It was crazy. Injuries were just piling up on us. There was a game. He played. What was it? He played like 3 games in 7 or 8 days or something crazy like that. And then he played again, and everyone was like, surely he's not going to be on the team sheet. He was on the team sheet. Just absolute madness. Saka's up again, guys. He looks okay, but I'm just concerned as to why he's on the field. Watch him score and absolutely prove me completely wrong. Cross comes into Rapid Vienna. Oh! And this is the reason why you have to. I mean, that striker there, he's a little bit of a donkey, but he's got a big body. He shields the ball well. You can see the ball comes in from the left. He
reminds me of Benton.
Yeah. He shields. He goes around Louise and he misses the target. It's a chance. It's Kara. So Kara takes a low cross superbly with his first touch. He spins past Louise before whipping a low shot past the back post, just a couple of yards wide. It is a good effort, guys, but it's a warning sign for Arsenal.
It is a warning. Time to wake up at the back.
Watch the ref give another yellow card.
What for now?
What's this? We'll watch him take his card out. No, he's not gonna book him. That was David Luiz. Let's have a replay of that. So the ball comes over on the right. David Luiz looks like he actually makes contact with the ball, but the player sticks out his foot and he probably catches him as well. No booking. That's a relief.
This referee is butters, I'm telling you now. This referee's a joke.
He's doing my nut, this referee, at the moment.
What?
Yeah, you have to kind of take Arteta's word with a pinch of salt when he says, I take the Europa Cup very seriously. And then he does this. I don't know what to think of you, Arteta. I've got to be honest, bro.
We actually got away there with that. I'm watching replays of that chance from Rapid Vienna. We got away.
Yeah, we did. It was a good chance.
I'm trying to hold it down, man. With man like Arteta, I'm seriously trying to hold it down because.
And people are calling him out already. It's just like, give the man a chance.
No, he has to have a chance. Yeah, I want him in there.
I think he's going to have a chance, but he's not helping his case by some of the things he's saying. And this is the problem the club have put him in, and he's chosen to put himself in taking the responsibility over the Ozil situation. Yeah. Because a lot of these things, you can't on one hand say players have a full chance and then you can clearly see
not
that. What is this guy? Cool K saying, can we have Emery back for the group stages? It was much more interesting. There he goes.
You're a joker.
This lot is so poor at creating chances. Don't think Arteta is helping them neither, mind you. No, I'm not having any of that, Cool K. I'm not having any of that, mate. Before Arteta came in, we weren't only creating anything, but we were also giving up 25 shots a game. So let's keep perspective here, my friend. Let's keep the right perspective here. Yeah, we were bang awful. We'd won 2 out of our last 17 games before Arteta came here, and we was a shambles defensively. So let's call it
back.
Yeah, so let's call it out. Oh, now he's saying, "I hear you, Apollo."
Next year will be good. I don't expect this season to be at the races, even with Partey. Next season, we're going to look a lot different.
So, guys, we're approaching the end of the first half. 45 minutes gone. We're 3 minutes into injury time. And it just looks like an away game, a typical away game in the Europa Cup. And I'm happy with 0-0 because I want Arteta to go and sort this stuff out at half time. Because at the moment, it just looks a little bit disjointed.
You know what? If Rapid Vienna were a better side, I think we'd be in trouble.
Definitely.
Because of their passing, their passing's been very heavy in that last third. And they had a little bit of...
It's of his poverty.
Yeah, the touch has been very heavy in the final third, where we've looked good in attack, in some of the link-up play and some of the long passes, but we have given them some chances at the back today.
Yeah. Guys, hit a like button on the video, please, guys, and support the channel. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel.
I must say something about this link that you gave me to follow. The link that you gave me?
Yep.
Now I'll speak to you after the game when we're off air.
Oh, is it bad or is it okay?
Let's just say that I could do without a few images.
Oh dear.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah. Oops.
Ebony, what phone do you have?
It's a Samsung. Oh god, Galaxy.
You got a smartphone, right?
Samsung Lite 10 Lite. Yeah,
okay,
smartphone. Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a message on Facebook.
Okay. Actually, send it via WhatsApp because I'm in the group. You know the WhatsApp group.
I'm not on WhatsApp.
Okay.
I'm not on WhatsApp. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you was.
Not on my phone. I've
the WhatsApp business. Yeah, you can use it on the other thing.
Yeah.
I can't believe you said this ref is poverty. Cricket Ball saying we need to stop trying to walk the ball into the net. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Victor is saying the problem is we are still a left-sided team. In the first 20 minutes, I thought that Cedric Soares was doing wonders down the right. He's disappeared over the last 20 minutes. 18 saying Ebony's maybe, what's that? Pictures of the stream. Maybe a picture of me in my shorts she's seeing. Oh, I'm finished. You're killing me, bro. Yeah, I'm going to ban you from this YouTube channel. That's what I'm going to do. Guys, it's half-time. Arsenal 0, Rapid Vienna 0. And, guys, overall, not a bad game, not a great game either. Arsenal started way better. As I said, a lot of good progressive play. Nketiah was working well down the left-hand side with Saka on a few occasions. But Cedric Soares for me and Pepe was doing quite a bit down the right. And then the last 20 minutes, just not many chances at either end. Rapid Vienna had that one chance where it went wide, but he didn't hit the target. The Gunners seem to have lost the tempo towards the half. Thomas Partey looks good in the middle, just controlling the game with ease. But we've been tight defensively with him and El Nene there. Just a few times, there was one time the ball came over on the right, which put us into the trouble, a route one ball, and Thomas Partey looked like Ronnie Lott and just snuffed it out back there. Anybody who doesn't know who Ronnie Lott is, Hall of Famer safety who played for the 49ers. And that's really been the first half, guys. Not a lot of chances, really. As far as Arsenal hitting the target, not much on there. Lacazette, very, very disappointing. Very disappointing, Lacazette. You ain't going to get in the first team by playing like this, mate. And that's really been it. So it's half-time, it's 0-0.
I think it's been a good experience. I think this season's, without saying, it's really going to be a learning curve for Arsenal in doing the basics. And these matches are going to be really scrappy, which is unfortunate because you really want to see us taking control of teams like this and stamping our game on them, but we're just not there yet. It's the basics of what we want us to, and fluid football. We're just not there yet, and it's frustrating. But I think
it is frustrating. You're right, but it is frustrating. You're right, but it is a work in progress.
I think throughout this first half, we've shown that we can actually do some really good passing, but this walking the ball into the net, it needs to stop. They need to shoot more, and they're not doing that enough. They're just they're trying to do this old thing under Wenger, where it's like, let's just pass, and get it to the last player, and then all they need to do is tap in. It's not like that anymore.
Yeah, but Ebony, remember under Wenger, as Kuke's just alluded to here, in the Wenger days, these would get a swift 6-0. We used to wipe teams away in these kind of games under Wenger. We're just not as good as forward as the team that Ozil, Walcott, Sanchez, Giroud, those guys were dynamite. These guys are struggling, man. And African Gunnar, what's your thoughts on the first half?
I don't think it was
man, I was really excited. I think the team is pretty strong, to be honest. We can't complain about the team. El Neni and Thomas Partey starting, Pepe starting. I don't like Nketiah on the left, as I said in the chat. But I mean, I was expecting something, and we just don't have it. I mean, listen, let's be honest. This is probably close to our strongest team, yeah? Kieran Tierney and Aubameyang, and we can't even create chances against these guys. And these guys could have scored 2 or 3, let's be honest. They had a couple of chances. Neto made a good save. Let's give him his credit. That could have been in. So it's really disappointing. I really like Partey. I mean, he's making some passes that we don't see in our midfield. I mean, he's made 2 or 3 passes. I was like, whoa, cool. We can run with the ball, but we're really missing that cam, and you can really feel it as a fan. I mean, there's just no creativity whatsoever.
Did you see the passes from Cedric Soares?
Yeah. I mentioned in the chat, I think he's been doing well. I think we need to, I mean, when Tony and I were getting, I guess, quite upset is, one, we hadn't seen him play much, so we couldn't really make a decision. But I think the frustration was that if you're not going to include him in the teams, which was kind of the rumors at the time that he was going to be one of the players, that's why we were like, why would you give him a 4-year contract? But he looks really good right now. I mean, I'm not saying that any of the players are doing bad. It's just that, you know what I mean? There's no one who's like a Sanchez who's going to take the ball, dribble to even Pepe. I mean, he's man, how do we pay 72 million for this guy, man? Look at some of those crosses where Saka called and he was, free and in the back post. That's, he needs to put that on the plate for him. So it's quite frustrating.
Here's my problem. I'm not even sure Saka should be playing. Gabriel, I wouldn't have played Gabriel because I would have given Mustafi a little bit of a run out. He's 100% fit right now. And as I said, I keep alluding to the fact that we got to play in 3 days' time, and that game is way more important than this one. And I just wouldn't have played those 2 guys. At the same time, Reece Nelson is dynamite. The last game in the Europa Cup, he ran the show. Actually, it wasn't Europa Cup; it was against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. He ran the whole show. The game before that, again, he ran the whole show. When he played against Portman Smith in the FA Cup last year, he ran the show. Was man of the match, had 2 assists. Where's Reece Nelson?
Yeah, so I hear what you're saying. I think for me, I want Gabriel to start because I want him to get consecutive games and get into the grind, right? Because the more games you play, the more consistent, and the better you read the game and you read your teammates. So I'm cool for him to start. But yeah, I agree. I want to see Emile Smith-Rowe. This kid, he needs to come on. We need creativity. So I'm surprised he's not even starting. So he needs to come on right now because I think that is what is going to really unlock the midfield for us, because Partey will stay on. I think El Neni is doing a great job, to be honest. And the missing piece really is a creative player, and we don't have anyone really on there but Emile Smith-Rowe, right?
I mean, so what's been your best play of the first half?
I think really, I mean, what play have we really had? I can't really even. I think the one
I can tell you because I've been talking about it on the stream.
So mine, and I don't know, it might be different than your guys. When Nketiah and Saka did a 1-2 and they played it on the left, and then Saka was just right behind him. If he took it in his stride, that was a goal. That for me was the play of the game.
Mine was Fuentes hits the ball. Sorry, Kara hits the ball on the right-hand side. It's a route 1, falls right, drops right into the edge of the box to Fuentes, who's clear and on goal, and Thomas Partey comes out of nowhere and gets a right foot and dispossesses him. Leno picks up the ball. Partey came out of nowhere. It was like the Grinch, like the ghost of Christmas, just snatched all the presents and it was all gone. Absolutely fantastic move. Fantastic.
Yeah, and by the way, if Xhaka is in that position, that's a penalty. Yeah, by the way, 100%. Yes, and by the way, every time that Partey gets the ball with his back to the, back to the goal, he is holding that ball. I am not even scared of him losing it. I mean, you can see that the play is we're gonna give it to him because he's able to turn and then start the attack. Whereas Xhaka will just keep playing it back or sideways. He takes it and he's even fainting players. I saw one point he fainted players. They went the wrong way, and then he had the space to turn around and gun for it. So we just need to be more direct, really, and we need to see more from Pepe and maybe move Nketiah, take out to the middle. I mean, both Nketiah and, like I said, with the yellow card, this ref is dog shit, man.
The ref what's going on? Hey, African gonna look at this comment there.
Yeah,
this is killing me.
Yeah, this ref. I haven't seen one that bad, to be honest. And usually the European refs are better than the Prem refs, so it's surprising.
I
At the
agree with this
moment,
comment here. I agree with
Eric
that
says
comment.
Cedric is the player of the game. I have to agree with you at the moment.
player of the half,
Although I have to say Thomas Partey as well, because
Agreed.
look, Thomas
Yeah.
Partey made that play, and he's a midfielder. So what does that? That's a play a centre back should make. He's a midfielder, and he's coming in. That is just magic.
Sorry, one
Victor's
more-
saying,
This is what I mean about the sweeper role. You know, he's actually cleaning up people's mistakes, and we've missed that for years. And you know, and the fact that he's actually playing not out of position, but he's actually kind of like, you know, playing defensively as well as going forward. We've missed that.
Two more things that I kind of wanted to point out. The first one is that Leno is really playing sweeper keeper, man. I mean, what is he doing? At one point, I saw him almost at the halfway line, and I'm
he does that to me at the Emirates, and I want to shoot him. He does that to me at the Emirates.
We sold the wrong keeper.
And I think he does it to wind me up. He knows Apollo's watching in seat 109 on the left-hand side, and he knows I'm watching, and he does it to wind the shit out of me. And one day someone's going to catch him cold, and it's going to be the most embarrassing thing that he's ever done. And it happened to him in Germany.
Let me ask Vincey. Vincey, come on. Like, I know you're balanced here, but Leno doesn't do this all the time. This is like, I'm pointing it out because I really never seen it like this bad.
He's going to get caught.
He does. And this is the thing. The problem is if we were playing against a decent team with ability, or more ability, I shouldn't say decent, with more ability than Vienna, we'd be punished.
Yeah.
And that's because he is backing up the defense because they're slow.
And they're playing high.
So he's playing so high up, and then he's having to run back, and he's relying on his instincts as a shot, for shots. Save. So I'm not. The African, it's going to be a tough season for me because I'm looking at is not the football I like playing, and we lack cohesiveness, and it's for me it's painful to watch. But I do know we in a development process that it's painful.
I want to address that. So my point was, one, Kolasinac has also been really shit. He still can't cross. Nothing has changed. And two, Vincey, I was thinking the exact same thing. But actually, on the flip side, you know, I rather play like this and be a little bit defensive and not lose 3-4-5-0 against teams like this.
Definitely.
Right. That was the problem under Wenger. We would sweep teams, but then we would also lose completely on the other side against these smaller teams. So I kind of like this balance. I know it's boring and stuff, but I prefer not to lose and draw 0-0 than to lose a 1 or 2-0 like under Wenger. It's kind of a tricky one. I thought about it as well, 100%.
And this is showing you the gulf in what Arteta is now trying to instill within the team to what wasn't there under Emery, who we thought Emery was a very defensive and well tactical manager, but they just couldn't defend. And it's like it's a big gulf that we have to sacrifice our natural game to learn the basics. So yeah, you're right. It's, you know, we have a chance now, even if it stays 1-0, to still get a draw or even win the game. So, you know, kudos to Arteta for instilling this in the team. It's just frustrating to see our attack not try to make triangles for a midfielder who's looking for them to be, you know, show something, and then they're having to pass backwards. And that's the frustrating thing, because players want to move forward, but if the next phase in the team, your attackers or your strikers aren't going, it spoils the fluidity of our play.
Cool Case saying we're crying out for a player like Mezzo to create something. Yeah, we all know that, bro. We all know that.
I don't know.
Eric,
I don't know why. I don't know. Sorry, but I don't know why Arteta keeps leaving him out. He wants to play.
Yeah.
He's training.
Yeah.
You know, the guy's training. He's sent out messages saying, "I want to play." Practically, just play him.
Come on,
it's done. It's done, man. It's done.
I agree that
Eric is saying Nelson should have started instead of Eddie. That's what I'm saying. Sonny, good to see you, bro. Sonny, fantastic. Good to see you, bro. I tried to call you last week. I will be calling you next few days, mate, so that we can catch up. Sonny saying, Vince, great to see you on my stream. Brothers and auntie, miss you. We miss you too, Sonny, man. We miss you too, bro.
Come back,
we hope
Sonny.
you're enjoying the game. We hope you're enjoying the game, Sonny, man.
Yeah, I hope you're keeping yourself safe, Sonny, man. That's the main thing I want for you, bro.
For
real.
So, guys, who's been the worst player on the pitch?
Leno.
Who?
Kolasinac and Eddie and also Pepe. They're all in really that bucket for me, to be honest.
I would agree with Kolasinac. He can't cross the road. I don't know. He's better off as a wing back as opposed to a defender as a fullback or any type of defender. He can't defend. He's just a player that can go forward.
Lacazette has been bang awful. There's the players you mentioned are having a good game in comparison to Lacazette.
Do you know what? I'm gonna say out of expectation, Pepe. I am not. When you have ability, I want to see it used, and I'm a big Pepe fan, and that free kick for me, I'm just like.
I'm finding it hard to. I've spent most of my time trying to defend Pepe against Jay, Spitfire, and all them guys on Goon Squad. Big shout out to Goon Squad, by the way. I'm struggling, man. I'm struggling. In fact, I'm not even defending Pepe anymore. I've just gone quiet. Anytime people bring up the Pepe conversation, notice I just run over to the little corner of the room, cross my legs, and wait for the conversation to die down before I start to open up again because I can't say nothing. The brother ain't pulling his weight.
Yeah, let me say this.
I just think he just needs a little bit more time, and this is me sticking up once again.
Ebony, but I mean, I can't talk about the price in the same way I can't talk about Ozil's salary because Arsenal did that. It's not on the player, it's on the team. So I'm not going to bash the player for the price. But what I will say is something that African Guna said about Sanchez. When you got that ability, Pepe's got more ability than anyone on that pitch. Yeah, bar none. His ceiling is so high, but what is he doing? He can do anything. He can go past players, hold the ball up, take the ball on. He's a false nine. What is he doing though? He's not doing anything.
But is that the manager's fault? Or is that
it's Pepe? Because the manager has identified before that mentally Pepe used to drift in and out of games, and that is an issue that some players have. You've got to want to be a part of what's going on. You've got to be in the right. Listen, when I talk about Nketiah is in the right positions. His positioning is flawless. Nketiah knows where to be as a striker, knows where to make those runs, always in the right place, and that's why he scores so many goals and has so many scoring opportunities. We've seen what he's done, Leeds, previously at Arsenal. When he started, he hasn't got the greatest goal scoring record at Arsenal, but then he hasn't played a lot of games for Arsenal. But when you look at him in England, he's just positionally a great player. Pepe.
No, I was just going to say, maybe it's because, and here I'm making excuses again. Maybe it's because the league here is tougher than France.
Well, look at Partey's playing. I told you, he doesn't even look at a place one bit, and that's what talent is. It doesn't matter where you play.
But some players take to water like a duck.
It's been a year. Yeah? It's been a year. It's been a year.
I think the thing with Pepe is there is a lot of coaching. I think that is messing up Pepe's play. But when I look back to me playing left-footed as an attacking striker, dribbling, and you take free kicks like what you just did, and then you go for the second ball and you do foolishness like that. I look and I just think, what's in your mind? Where are you in actually trying to stamp your game
and that,
the ball on at your feet?
And that's been a problem if he's from day one. And Arteta has talked about it many times. He drifts in and out of games too much. Guys, by the way, the second half has started, by the way, guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I need to drop off. So I wanted to say two things. The thing with Pepe is he'll do the step over and stuff. And I'm like, go on, like, come on. And then he just messes it up at the end, right? And that's the problem where, like, he has these spurts. Last season, he had, like, a good portion of the season where he was scoring and assisting. But now it's back to, like, regular. And then the last thing I want to say is it's gonna be 1-0 to Arsenal, and Lacazette's gonna score. I'll see you guys later.
All right, no problem. We'll speak to you after the game, bro. We're gonna do the quick player ratings after the game. Carlito saying you can't single out Pepe. We didn't, bro. We just talked about. Well, I said Lacazette's been the worst player on the pitch in the first half. Nketiah was mentioned by La African Guna. And Vincey, who did you mention?
I mentioned Pepe, man. I'm an attacking striker. I could play midfield across the all positions, so I can shoot with both feet. So when I see a player of Pepe's ability, and I'm looking and seeing what you're doing, I'm like, today's frustrating me. Today really is frustrating me. And I know he's got it in him, so I just have to temper my expectation.
Okay, Kara is again on the attack. Rapid Vienna, guys. Whoa, another let off. Sonny's saying Partey don't look out of place. 8th in the Premiership and Europa League, playing above his level. Yeah, look, Partey's just running the show in the midfield right at the moment. Saka there looked like he had a handball. That was strange.
Yeah, it was more ball to hand.
Yeah. Suarez. Yeah, I agree. I think Suarez has been the best player. In comes Neomis. Neomis, what's going on, my brother?
Good, I'm good. Sorry for my lateness. It's been a long day, but I'm looking forward to the game. So someone tell me what's been going on. I haven't watched any of the first half, so please give me like a little short synopsis.
Right, so
it's been end to end, man. It's been probably one of the best. You missed the cracker. That's all I'm going to say.
Really?
Yeah. No, he's joking with you. The pace of the game has been too pedestrian, and it's a little bit predictable. Thomas Partey's looked like the real class in the midfield, and Laney's had a good game. Suarez has looked fantastic as well. David Luiz and Gabriel have looked okay at the back, but it just is our attack again. Our attack has just looked
Lacazette's just been
awful.
Lazy.
Yeah, Lacazette
got away with one there.
Yeah, it looked like, guys, so it looked like to me what I just saw, the ball jumps up and hits Saka just above the t-shirt. It looked like it hit him on the arm.
Oh my God.
What's that?
I think I'm an albatross. I just turned it on and they've scored.
Oh no.
There's literally.
Why are you always ahead of us?
I'm 50 minutes. 50 minutes, 30 seconds in. It looks like Leno has made a mistake. Like I need them to replay it because I was listening to you guys. Concentrating.
Forget the goal.
Big shout out to
Why are you always ahead?
I Apollo.
Leno.
I appreciate it, guys.
Leno's gonna get it from Arsenal fans.
That's Leno, guys.
Poor guy.
Yeah, that's what you get with Leno. I know a lot of you guys were saying he made 9 mistakes leading to goals last season.
Oh man!
But this season, it's just a matter of time before. Yeah, it's just a matter of time, guys. By the way, that is Leno's 10th mistake that is leading to goal in the last 2 seasons.
Done. Rapid Vienna are 1-0 up.
I need.
So here we go. We're playing it out the back. But Leno plays the ball directly.
Leno cannot play at the back. Leno cannot play at the back. I don't know why he tried.
What internet connection is Neomis on? I need to know. Because
he's getting a direct feed.
Always.
I'm watching it live. I'm on BT Sport 2 live. That's where I got it.
Wow. I've got it on the tab.
Ah.
Are you 51-21?
51-57.
50-33.
Behind you. Okay. I knew we could see because Leno is a shit keeper, and I know everybody was sucking him off after the Liverpool game. And yes, he deserved his MOTM, but at the end of the day, there are parts of his game he needs to cut out. Pick the ball up.
Yeah,
guys.
He's
dance around it with your feet.
He's already led the league in mistakes leading to goals over the last 2 years. That is Leno's 10th mistake leading to a goal, more than any other player actually in the Premiership over the last 2 seasons.
What does he do in training? Can somebody answer that? What does he do in what does he learn in training?
He's a good shot stopper. He's a great shot stopper, but his distribution and he's catching the ball in possession is always let him down. Catching the ball in possession, he instead of wholly catching the ball, he tries to fist it and half of the time he misses it, mispunches it. And when he plays the ball at the back, as you just saw there, that's what happens. And he's on 100 grand a week.
The thing is, though, it's like he can't play from the back. We all know he can't play from the back. So therefore, I'd rather him pick it up and kick it out. But no, he's done the same. He makes the same mistake over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, let's not lie. I mean, let's not lie. We've been telling people about Leno's mistakes. They just chose to ignore us. So if you're a fan that's taken that standpoint, that's on you, really. For me, he's always been. He was the most error-prone goalie in Germany when we bought him. That's why we got him on the cheap. And when he came over to England, he was the most error-prone goalkeeper in his first season. And he's still the most error-prone goalie in the league. I know a lot of other goalkeepers have started to fall off the ball and have lost their places in teams. But, it's Leno. It's what he does. And it ain't going to change for now.
It won't change at all.
That's a shame. That's a shame because I thought he was starting to find a little bit of consistency, even though he's only played a handful of games. But, oh, dear.
The thing is, that mistake is just complacency. It wasn't even to do with like a whole bunch of pressure, like just sharing our complacency. It's just ridiculous. There's no way we should have even conceded that chance. If that was Liverpool, there's no way he would have ever tried to pass that ball to the Arsenal player. He would have looked to pass it to the other side.
Yeah,
they're not taking this side seriously. What is that?
That was Klopp. If that was Klopp, he'd be dropped.
Yeah, but this is the problem with
listen to Ashik. Ashik, don't make Ebony thump you down, Don't make Ebony thump you down. Make her flick some licks into you. Man just said, I came here to see the Ebster's reaction. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Rapid Vienna are coming on the attack again, guys.
You know how I feel about Leno, and you know how I feel about his constant dawdling. And constant dawdling is what cost us.
But the thing is, he also looks very nonchalant, even when he's doing it. So it's like he'll do it like he doesn't have the focus and attention like Martinez would. That gives you the confidence. So when you're looking at the ball played to him to his feet, it's like he's just passing it like it's nothing.
Oh man, Kilke saying we can't even get 2 shots, let alone 2 shots on target, let alone 2 goals. He's talking about us winning the game, by the way. Sonny is saying not being funny, but I honestly think in the long run, Awar would have had more of an impact than Partey. I think they both would, and I hope we go in for him next season. KI is saying Lacazette, Aubameyang, Pepe is off because they are no player that plays like Ozil in the midfield. I have to agree. Cool Case says Leno shit. That was a quick one. Victor's saying, what's your take on Peter Cech back at Chelsea? That's what happens when you spend 200 million and you ain't got enough money to go around to even facilitate a 25-man squad. Too much money in the kitty and not enough to where it counts. 18 saying Leno continues to make mistakes and Arsenal fans don't care. That's because it's roulette, bro. They spent $1 million on black and it came out red. And look, they had to back the player. Even I had to back the player because Leno, yeah. I know how bad he is, but even I had to back it because what choice did we have? Martinez had left town. I had no choice but to back the player. So you throw your support behind him, and then he does it again and again and again.
Can I make a suggestion?
And again. Yeah.
Can I make a suggestion that all 4 of us go to Aston Villa and try to prize
Listen. When I spoke to Colin, he said to me, "This is no lie." When I spoke to Colin, he said Martinez wouldn't even want to come back here because when you're at a club for 10 years and you're making 20 grand a week and you're playing better than the guy who makes 100 grand a week, and then they offer you 50, half of what and they offered it because they had Aubameyang's contract to deal with, they had Partey. It's complicated, but they couldn't afford to pay Martinez, and that's the bottom line. Martinez did the only thing he could do. and that's go and find another team, and that's what he's done. And he's still, in my opinion, the best goalie in the league. I don't care if he's an Arsenal player or not. I give him props where props deserves to be. He's the best goalie in the league. I haven't seen any goalkeeper have the consistency of Emi Martinez. Anyway,
this is my point when I'm talking about what we do in the back office. It's fans, we overlook it, but it's these things year in, year out that is crippling the club that is supposed to be self-sufficient.
Tony Cox said it well. He said the two best players in the clubs, one was Aubameyang, the other was Martinez, and you got rid of Martinez. And not only did you get rid of him, you did a Francis Coquelin, our best midfielder, sold him off for a bag of chips and some nuggets. Yeah, 20 million, nothing. Everyone's getting 60, 70 million, and you sold him off on the cheap. Anyway, Arsenal are really putting the pressure here to try and get back in the game. KI saying Ozil is a genius passing in. Yeah, listen, we're struggling. Unai Emery had this problem creatively, and he had to bring Ozil back in the team, and then we started scoring goals again. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. I got this guy.
Come on.
I've got an Asian here who's throwing bare love at me, and I don't understand the language. So all I'm going to say is, love you guys. Subscribe to the channel. And Arsenal just nearly went 2-0 down. What is going on? Ashik is saying now he's playing.
Wake up!
So, yeah, I agree. Arsenal guys nearly went 2-0 down again. But Leno again. Leno again. Oh God.
Yeah, Saka, nice direct play by Saka there.
Yeah. Apollo's obviously seen the Leno incident again. It's slopiness like that. It's not like you clear the ball properly. You really boot it out. It's you can't.
I know.
Speechless.
I know. There's nothing we can say because we're so used to crap.
You know, there was this one time where watching Arsenal was very bad for my health. And he's getting very, very, very close to it right about now with that goalkeeper. Because that is just...
Nketiah was away and gone, and he got brought down. Areze does get a yellow card, but guys, GK saying, Saka, oh my God, talk about play. Yeah. Aubameyang's on the field, guys. Captain's on the field. Oh, okay, so where shall we go? So let's talk about the goal. Actually, let's not talk about the goal. No. Leno's done a Leno. With a short pass back, it hits an on-rushing guy who Kara who pressed, and Leno shit. I don't even know where to go with this. Anyway, Aubameyang is on. Nketiah is the one that makes way for him. Meanwhile, Bellerin is on for Cedric too. A little bit strange because Cedric's been a really good player in the game.
Why would you take off Cedric?
Well, if
questions need to be asked here.
If Bellerin does something, then that's all that works. Arsenal in panic mode now, guys. They're playing like their lives depend on it.
If we lose this game, this is ridiculous. You don't lose games like this.
In the fashion that we're losing. It's just. Oh God!
Party, welcome to Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal now, guys, playing desperately. Still half an hour left in the game. Still plenty of time. It's not panic stations yet. If this was the Titanic, guys,
the ship would have sunk already.
I was trying to guess which stage we were with the Titanic. So we've hit the iceberg. The ship hasn't split in two yet. Actually, the split. Yeah, I guess the split. Yeah, I think the ship has split in two.
Okay, yellow card for.
It looks like 4-0.
A knock on Gabriel. Yeah, brought him down.
Oh, it's Kara. It's Kara. It's a. Okay, he pulled out of the tackle. Didn't look like he was going in.
Who actually scored the goal? Was it Kara?
The goal scorer was. It was Fauntus. It was Fauntus.
Please don't piss me off today.
So, I just want to clear it up. So, Bernd Leno, 10 mistakes in 2 seasons, 2 of those in the Europa, 8 of those in the Premiership. In the Premiership, the only people that have made more mistakes than him at the moment is David De Gea and Jordan Pickford. Leno was the most mistake-prone the season before last in his first year, but in the second year he wasn't because he was injured for half the season and he was replaced by Martinez. So that's why he was overtaken by Jordan Pickford and David De Gea. Just wanted to clear that up before you lot start throwing stats at me.
Okay, so Lacazette's been brought down. So let's start it again. Let's see it again.
Okay, says, never mind, I take it back. Leno's having a nightmare. What a horrible display. Looks so uncomfortable with his feet. But he has done since the beginning of the season. You know what it is? You guys covered up because he made some great saves. Me and Ebony was still telling you his distribution.
We were telling the truth.
Yeah, his distribution sucked. GK is saying, we're just not as good as we think we are. Too many one-dimensional players. You don't have to worry about this when you have world-class players that can do multiple sides of the game. Good point, bro. KI saying, I want to become an Arsenal manager. Is it possible? Anything is possible at this point, bro. Arsenal have got a free kick. I think it's Aubameyang about to take the free kick. Sonny saying, selling Martinez was a disgrace decision. I agree. It was. I think it's going to really hurt them towards the end of the season. It says, I really don't want to get on Arteta's back, but he's starting to piss me off. Black Lives Matter wouldn't matter if it cost them the money, but Chris of China. Arteta's not had the last 3 games. His tactics have been completely off the mark. Lack of pressing, poor team sheets. Today, the pressing's been there, but the team sheet, I just wouldn't have gone for this team sheet today. Where's Smith Rowe? Where's Nelson? I would have played Mustafi, because that way, if you have a bad game, then you could understand why you've had a bad game. But you're putting these guys on there.
Well.
What's that?
And also, if players get injured, I mean that tackle on Gabriel was shocking.
It was awful.
And you imagine if he can't make it, and Holding's out. Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Victor saying, we fixed our midfield and defense, but we ruin our creativity and goalkeeping as always. Yes, I totally agree, mate.
Totally agree.
Yeah. Dear. What must Ozil be thinking now? Ozil, if you're watching the screen, I'm going to send you another message on Twitter. Ozil, I'm going to send you another.
Wow, I'm actually watching a screen that's ahead of mine.
What's that, Vinci?
I'm actually watching a stream that's actually ahead of BT Sports. So imagine that.
Yeah, BT Sports. I the fact that I've got the app and it's crystal clear and it's no piracy or whatever. I'm doing the right thing because I have the service, and you're having to suffer a bit by being behind. Neomis' stream is faster on the TV because I believe he's watching it through his Skybox or his cable box. So
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, guys, we're actually losing 1-0 to a pub team.
We actually look like the pub team. We really do look like a Sunday League team here.
This is mad. That's a good goal. That's a good ball. That's a poor first touch by Aubameyang. That was the first touch. of do you guys know Medusa, who's a Titan with the hair of snakes? You know, with the kiss of death. That's what Aubameyang's first touch was on that. Sonny's saying Arsenal could make sex hurt. Yeah, for real, bro. Yeah, for real. Oh, Ashek is killing it, man. Arteta's biography will come out in 30 years and still won't reveal issues with Ozil. I'm dead. I'm so dead.
Oh, my life.
It's just jokes. Oh,
Yeah.
bless. Oh, that touch.
I mean, we're not even threatening, to be honest.
There has been a little bit of threat, but we just can't get past their defense. That's all it is.
Okay, message from Mesut Ozil. Chin up, bro. Bernd Leno, we still have enough time to turn this around, guys. Come on, yah, Gunners, yah.
We've got 22 minutes.
Cool K saying, Leno turning into Kepa before our very eyes.
So am I right in saying that Mesut is
that happens-
still allowed?
Cut it back!
Am I right in saying that Mesut is still allowed to train with the first team?
Oh, he is training. The video's up on YouTube. Yeah, he is training. And not just is he training, I watched some of their practice match and he was schooling them, boy. He played two passes. One of them split. I think there was 3 attackers coming on him and he rifled the ball to the left towards Reece Nelson. What a ball it was. I mean, what can you say? What can you say? The man is just a genius.
Oh.
David Luiz, Arsenal 1, Rapid Vienna 1.
Good. Talk us through it.
Goal comes from just typical free kick. Ball comes in. David Luiz, highest one in there, rises to it, and then just directs it.
And it's
Corner
a goal!
Taken by
I
Pepe.
forgot
I
to
mean,
watch it
it's just textbook. Really, really good goal. Well done,
Excellent.
David Luiz.
Brilliant.
Well done, Pepe, for the assist.
Good goal.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And look at the
Very good
delivery, guys. You talk about a delivery that Pepe can have in his game, and that's what we're talking about. You talk about David Luiz. David Luiz nearly scored in the first half, remember, Vincent?
Yeah.
Yeah, he nearly scored in the first half. Goalie pulled off a great save. Look at the delivery of the ball.
So,
That Pepe, yeah?
Yeah, Pepe.
you're behind. I haven't seen a goal yet.
Definitely.
I'm still on 69 minutes and 35 seconds. So I haven't seen nothing.
I'm on 70 minutes and 29 seconds.
So am I.
That is fantastic. Arsenal on the break again with Thomas Partey coming forward. You got Hector Bellerin. Hector Bellerin has a shot. Goalkeeper makes a save. Arsenal looking to win this one, bag this one home.
For Arsenal, scores his third Gunners goal and gets them back on terms.
I tell you, El Nene, fantastic play in the middle from El Nene there. Sonny's saying there is someone with a YouTube channel you can count on. You can count his ribs with a jacket, and we'll be unhappy waiting to slag Arteta off. Yeah, that's true, for sure, my brother, for sure.
Everyone else, keeper. Stripping and not sure what he's doing. He's got it.
Nice header.
Take everyone, take the ball on the man.
Nice header.
Niamis is losing his shit right here. Niamis, come on, talk.
Sweet Jesus. Bernd Leno comes out to try. He tries to think that he's a sweeper keeper. Comes out, kicks the ball, deflects off of the Rapid Vienna player, and like he's completely in no man's land to the point where Rapid Vienna could have easily have scored.
Yeah, I'm seeing it now. Oh!
Is that what you
Leno, what are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing? This is why he needs to go.
What?
Oh man.
Okay, so guys, so we have 32 people watching. You've heard me talk about Bernd Leno being the most mistake-prone goalkeeper in the league.
That's the 11th mistake he's made in his Arsenal career.
Chosen to close and turn a blind eye to it. And today is fully on show exactly why you cannot make the top 4 or win the league with a goalkeeper like this. You can't do it. As good as Kepa is, Kepa's gone, mate. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the mistake. I'm still behind. I think Leno's great. I think he's our number 1 until now.
Well, we don't have a number 2. That's why it's our number 1.
I've just seen it until now.
Oh,
And you think we've got 2 goalkeepers on the bench? Okay, Arteta, what are you gonna do? You're gonna take him out?
We're still behind.
Goal, was it through ball comes in from Pepe onto El Nene. El Nene through balls it to Bellerin, who crosses it. It looks like Bellerin might have been offside, but he was just on. Crosses it into Aubameyang, and Aubameyang gets a tapping.
Just watching it now.
Yes, it is. Excellent goal. And Aubameyang's broken his luck. He's finally scored under a new contract and start to pay back a little bit back that 355 grand a week. And Arsenal, from a dreadful start, you have to give it to the substitutes. You have to give it to the captain. You have to give it to Pepe and that free kick. Absolutely fantastic. Was he offside? Looks like he was on.
Midfield onto Bellerin.
Yep. I think he was just on.
Aubameyang.
Yeah, and guys, who gives a shit? Because there's no VAR. And Fiona, we love you.
Neni.
We love you too.
It was from El Neni from the middle. Swatted right down to Bellerin. And then Bellerin sees Aubameyang in that space and he passes it to Bellerin. And Bellerin scores it home.
Big goal. That was because, guys, that came from creativity from the front line. We know it's not been working out in terms of making goals and things like that, but that came from the front line. Great passing and fantastic goal. Arsenal now 2-1 up.
No, actually, the only person who would have been offside would have been Aubameyang, but it was a good vision by El Nene. Really good vision.
If that went to VAR, it would be disallowed based on the fact that Aubameyang was ahead of the run of play.
Wow. Wow. Hopefully this will settle Bert and Leno.
You know, guys, let's face it, we're stuck with him. Yeah, this is like herpes.
You know what? Because we have a shit goalkeeper, our defense has got to be on point.
This is like herpes. Like Leno's like herpes, man. You're stuck with that shit.
I'd rather herpes.
Neomis,
I
talk
hope
to me.
That's gonna be a quote. How are you gonna compare Leno to herpes?
Yeah, we're stuck with it, man. We're stuck with it. Can't get rid of it, man. We're stuck with that shit. You can't get rid of it. You can try and get rid of that and wipe it off as much as you can. But that stain is still there, man. That stain ain't moving. That shit ain't moving. You're stuck with that shit. You gotta wear that every day, bro.
5-year-old mother would do a better job.
Oh my word.
I agree.
My mum's 75. I could do a better job. Put me there.
Oh wow. Come on, you Gunners, man. Let's get a third. Yeah? Let's get a third goal and put this one to bed.
I did say it's going to be 3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought we would have done it with kids, though.
Yeah. Sonny, I think if you put Gunnosaurus in goal, you might have a better return. I really do, bro. KI, come on, you Gunners. Come on, you Gunners. I hear you, bro. Kuke saying Leno's not doing himself any favors with the German national team.
And he's an international. And he's number one Germany.
Yeah, well, he got in Germany when he was playing in Germany. He got kicked out of the German team because he was making so many mistakes. And then under Arsenal, he earned that position back. I don't know what's going to happen with him now. It's just an awful display. Awful display. Guys, guess what? We're winning. It's Arsenal 2, Rapid Vienna 1.
It's not been a great display, to be honest.
No,
You know.
it hasn't. Let's talk about the second goal, guys. The second goal is just masterstroke. Two substitutes coming on. Yeah, the two substitutes coming on. Bellerin running into the box through the middle of the field, combining really to turn it around. El Nene's lovely ball to Bellerin, who has timed his run to stay onside, puts the ball into the box, right into the path of Aubameyang, who's an inch. I think Aubameyang's an inch offside, but there's no VAR in this competition anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And the captain slots it into an empty net to put Arsenal ahead for the first time this evening. Yeah, I won't say it's a deserved lead, but it's definitely a lead nonetheless. Good evening, Tony. Tony, you've missed an evening full of drama. As first half as bad as you've seen in your entire existence this year, and some amazing play. San Francisco 49ers Ronnie Lott play from Partey to stop a Route 1 goal going in. An amazing cross from Pepe to assist David Luiz's goal. Pin perfect. 40 yards.
That was a good.
And a Wenger-esque second goal. Team played on the bind line to break the level. Some really good passing in the box to slot Aubameyang in for the lead. A lot of drama tonight. A lot of drama, bro.
We just seem so left-sided, man.
What would it cost Arsenal to play Ozil till the December window than selling him? I don't know, mate. They're gonna end up regretting it. I'm gonna let you guys answer this question. Tony said, "How has Cedric been?"
He's been all right. He's been very good. I think he's
played
been
very
excellent.
well. Very well. Very, very unlucky to come off, even though Bellerin supplied the cross for the goal. He had a really, really great crosses in the first half. Very dangerous. Look the player.
I told you that only.
Ashik said, Emmy has made Aston Villa look like the Invincibles. What else? Yeah, what else to the man's stature? Yeah, look, man.
Don't upset me tonight.
What is Leno doing? Leno, oi!
He's shit, man.
And the more Leno does that. Oh, by the way, Tony, Leno is going to get a 0 tonight. I'm just warning you. Yeah,
I'd give him less than that. I'd give him a minus 10.
Tony, Leno is going to get a 0, big fat 0.
You're playing with 10 men.
You can't defend him. All the mistakes he's made.
Why didn't he slot it over to Aubameyang?
I know, it's just that one of the most.
I think Aubameyang might have been offside, but he should have taken the shot himself, like Lacazette.
Pepe slightly running into the
I would have slotted it to Aubameyang. He was right there.
Wow. Okay, so 81 minutes gone in the game, guys. Arsenal up 2-1 away from home in the Europa. And I would like the game to finish now so we can bag this one up and concentrate on Leicester. Tony's saying, wow. Oh, Tony's probably just seen a replay, I believe. Or maybe Tony's reacting to what we're talking about with Bernd Leno. Bernd Leno has been an absolute car crash today. And that's nothing different from the norm. He's been a car crash previously before. But the old Leno's just come back and risen to the surface, which is a real shame. I don't know what that's going to do for his confidence. These games are supposed to be to build his confidence. And then horribly exposed
Which is why I asked the same question. What does he do in training?
He saves. He makes great saves. But unfortunately, that's a third of your game. You've got to make great saves. You've got to have great distribution, and you've got to be good on set pieces. And unfortunately,
and you've got to have command in your area as well. So I've put a fourth one in, and he has none of the other three. He's got no presence at all.
How long is his contract? Leno's contract?
Another 2 years. Another 2 years. Yeah, another 2 years.
Painful.
Yeah, guys, as Tony says, hit that like button. Yeah, Tony's saying, wow, about Leno. Yeah, it is about Leno. Absolutely dreadful game today, bro. I'm struggling to even, I'm thinking of a reason to give him a point. The only reason I can think of was in the first half, there was a cross that came in. Fuentes tried to side foot it. It was deflected off Gabriel, defender, and the ball rises up and he just puts a hand up to sort of bring it down. It was a save, but the ball, there was no pace on the ball. I mean, to be honest, he wasn't really in that much trouble. Apart from that, he hasn't really done much in the game, so I'm struggling to even give Leno a 1 today. "83 minutes gone, guys, and Rapid Vienna still in this. They're attacking at the moment. Oh, come on, he's just pushed him down. That's a free kick, referee. Thank you. We'll take that all day long. Arsenal just need to slow the game down, keep hold of possession, and see this game out. Is that Willock? Looks like Joe Willock is coming on. And so is Kieran Tierney.
Why?
Arteta's trying to slow the game down, isn't he? He's trying to slow the game down somewhat. What you need to do, though, is do that in the 88th minute, because by that time they've already made up time added on.
But you don't want Tierney getting an injury in the last 7 minutes. I mean, why is he coming on?
I wouldn't even have bothered making those substitutions. Look at the time.
Yeah, I would have made it, but I just would have been a bit later. What's going on Facebook? What's happening to all of you out there in Facebook land? How are you guys doing? Have you enjoyed the game? Hope you have. And have you enjoyed the coverage? Hope you have. Sonny's on talking. I love Sonny, man. I absolutely love Sonny. Absolutely love Sonny.
Oh,
so Arsenal, we've got Kieran Tierney picking the ball up on the left. Yeah, 4 subs. That's 4 subs done, bro.
Yeah, because we've got up to 5, haven't we now?
Yeah. Yeah, Ashik is saying, play Ozil as a keeper. Excellent distribution, no pressing, problem solved. Job done. Look how Thomas Partey just waltzes through midfielders. Thomas Partey, guys, just beat 2 midfielders like they weren't even on the field.
That's what we want.
Man, just slapping them up like men against boys in the midfield. I'm sorry, man.
Okay, so we're bombing down the right.
That's a good free ball there from Arsenal.
Yes. Oh.
Willock should have played that early. He sat on that too much. He sat on that too long. Fans are saying something's wrong with Leno today. No, bro. Something's always been wrong with Leno. You just didn't want to admit it.
We're shit in Germany. He's shit in the Premier League. There you go.
I think it's and we have to talk about other keepers like David De Gea. David De Gea has just gone into the can. So has Kepa. The standard of goalkeeping in the Premiership as a whole has just gone down somewhat.
I've never really rated Kepa in the first place anyway. So, you know.
I mean,
De Gea is down.
Yeah, I mean, imagine a team that received 70 million on that deal.
Wow.
I mean, you must be living on a yacht somewhere, drinking champagne, thinking, Chelsea, what a bunch of monks. Guys, don't forget tomorrow evening we've got the live Premiership show where we invite guests on from other teams and we talk about the results from the previous games. So I can't wait for that to happen. That's 10 o'clock on a Friday evening. So I hope you guys join us there. Like and subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the like button, guys.
Okay. Is that a foul? Okay.
Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. It costs you nothing and it recommends this video out to all the Gooner fans in Gooner Nation. Yeah, look, guys, just want to say, with all the revival in the second half, and with players who have stepped up, Pepe stepped up. David Luiz didn't need to step up because he was having a decent game anyway. But Lacazette, man, what's going on with Lacazette?
He's done.
Whoa, my
He's done.
God. What is going on with Lacazette? Kuke saying this needs to be Lacazette's last season in red and white. Swap him out for some fresh. We already have fresh young meat, bro. I was saying sell Lacazette and bring in Owa. Yeah, sell him and bring in Owa. I mean, or do a straight swap, whichever, man. I would have done that deal easily, no problem.
Don't Atletico Madrid want him?
Yeah.
They want him on loan, I think.
Well, I'm hopeful, guys. In 6 months, we'll have no more COVID, and those with the immunity and cure and all these things coming up. China's already working on, already facilitating a cure. UK is 2 months away. America's 3 months in the new year. So it's safe to say next year spring, the virus might be behind us. I hope so. Fingers crossed. God bless everybody in regards to whoever's struggling with coronavirus. I'm still struggling a little bit, although my coughing seems to have improved, as you guys have probably worked out by tonight. This is probably the least I've coughed throughout a whole podcast. So I'm on the mend. It's taken 2 months for me to get rid of that cough. It's still there, but I'm just not suffering with it as much as I
It's a long time. It's a long time to have a cough.
But, you know, I'm one of the lucky ones. There's people who have not been able to shift the cough. My sense of smell and taste came back in 5 weeks. I'm working with a guy called Phil who has not been able to have his sense of smell in 5 months now. So it treats everybody differently. I had a distortion in my lungs, and that seems to be clearing up. So I'm positive. My doctor was right. My doctor said it might take 2, 3, or 4 months because I don't have it severely. I've got limited distortion. When I took my when I took my X-rays, I could see that distortion was limited and lower end. Some people have got half of their lungs where they're just struggling. So 90th minute, guys, 4 minutes of injury time. Arsenal still 2-1 lead in possession. Aubameyang and Tierney are working the ball on the left. Thomas Partey is just picking it up. Great ball in by Thomas Partey into the box. Causing all kinds of problems. That is what Thomas Partey could do for you. What a ball. Imagine, we sit here and we wait weeks and months for Xhaka to play some through balls, which he has over the last few weeks, admittedly. And this guy, in his first start for Arsenal, has played 2 sublime passes. He actually chipped and hoofed that over the heads of 2 defenders. In great invention by Thomas Partey.
Nice. Oh, too much.
It's a free kick there. So Sonny's saying China said they're working on an antibody and later discovered it was Mesut Ozil. Do you know China has made a antibody cure and they're currently charging £45 for it? The BBC covered this about 3 days ago. Check it out on their website.
Wow.
That's extortionate.
Well,
Absolutely.
you know, this is big pharma. You create a problem. This is why people saying AIDS was man-made, Ebola was man-made, SARS was man-made. People are saying that these things are man-made. Why? Because there's money in the medicine. How do you become rich?
And yet, if you're an alternative practitioner, i.e., in herbs, they want to shoot you down because the big pharmaceutical companies are so scared of losing money.
Guys, we can put a man on the moon, but we can't cure the common cold. Why? Because there's money in the medicine. If you walked into your local supermarket and saw all those cold, cough, nose, sneeze products, billions, trillions. If you can cure a cold with one thing, all those companies and big pharmaceutical companies will go out of business.
I have
There's
a video.
money in the medicine.
I have a video. I'm glad that Tony mentioned Pfizer, because I have a video to share concerning Pfizer, and I don't trust them either. So,
guys, are you looking at this tackle from Bellerin there?
yeah,
Nothing wrong, nothing to see there, because he won the ball. So
It was a
I
good
don't know
tackle.
what's going on there. Yeah, there's another instance. The referee has stopped the game here, and it might be it's for another substitution. So Arsenal's last substitution, number 24, is coming on, which is Reece Nelson.
Reece.
Oh my God! You bring on.
Why
you bring
on?
You bring on one of Arsenal's
your prized treasures.
one of Arsenal's one of the most exciting young players, who uses this competition, by the way, to show you what he can do, and you bring him on with 46 seconds left in the game.
Something is not right about all the team selection. Yeah, like why aren't the young players getting more games? Like what is going, like there was like yes, Pepe he was good, contributed towards the goals, but like a lot of these young players we should have seen more of. Reece Nelson should have started. Same thing with Willock.
Thomas Partey. Look at the way Partey receives and plays the ball.
Smith Rowe should have been
Thomas
on there
Partey
as well.
just...
Yep.
Yo.
You know, like.
In actual fact, is he on the bench? Was he a sub?
El Nene is just running the show, man. El Nene and Thomas Partey is just running the show. Guys, every year I have to justify why I'm going to pay my season ticket. When I see this Thomas Partey right here, I would pay my season ticket to watch the man play in every home game, because he is just so silky smooth. Man looks like Vieira in the middle of the park there. El Nene's been solid as usual. So is that the final whistle? Yep. That's the final whistle, guys. The game's over. It's job done. Aubameyang scored his 12th goal in 19 Europa League appearances, and it's game over. Rapid Vienna 1, Arsenal 2. Let me get my
Is that guy wearing a bra top?
Is he wearing a what?
Bra top.
A bra top. It might be one of those. It might be one of those chest inhaler things that they get the players to wear that helps you breathe properly. What it does is it lifts your diaphragm, so your torso will be able to have more air.
Okay.
There we go. Let's put that in
poor
there.
Performance. Absolute poor performance.
Right. Let's start with Vincey. Vincey, first half, a train wreck. Sonny's saying shit game, great stream. I appreciate that, Sonny, man. It's really, really great to hear from you. And I'll give you a call the next few days and we can catch up, brother. Vincey, what's your thoughts on this game?
We won ugly. We won ugly. This is worrying, guys. There's a worrying trend. Leno can't keep doing this, but we know it's in him. We put out the result. So for the Europa League, it's looking good. Moving forward, I've got concerns, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man.
I've got concerns.
No, is it Ebony? Ebony, what's your thoughts on the game overall?
You know, first half, or as you said, crap first half, or train wreck, whatever you want to call it. We were absolutely poor in the first half. I just think that part of that really bad play down to the goalkeeper. And, you know, some people may call it winning ugly. I just thought we were absolutely poor. We got lucky with our goal. And we got lucky with the second goal as well, if we're being honest. But quite frankly, you know, in the first half, yes, we pressed them. We had more of the chances. But when you have a goalkeeper who constantly makes mistakes, give me when you've got Okay. When you've got a goalkeeper that constantly makes mistakes game after game, it actually pours out into the rest of the team. I'm sorry. Well, that's just my opinion. It really does. And, you know, where do we go from here? I mean, we can't.
We can't.
We can win games in this fashion, but against the better side, would have been slapped 5 or 6.
I mean, for all we bought Alex Ruinson because we didn't want to pay the money for the Brentford goalkeeper, and Alex Ruinson has got an awful record as far as letting in goals. Michelle sent it the other day. I believe it was something like, what is it, 36 goals let in 26 games or something. It was awful. I mean, the guy's leaking goals. But he's come from a different team. There's a training coaches here, and the coaches obviously they're going to be the ones that will coach him up.
I mean, if you look at Leno, and I know I've asked this question time and time again. It's like, you know, what does he do in training? Okay, yes, it's all well and good. You know, everyone's sucking him off after the Liverpool game. Oh, he's great. Look at this. Look at the shot stop. The shots that he stops. But it's more than being a shot stopper.
Yeah,
he has no command. He has no command. His distribution is shit. You know, he's susceptible on crosses. Today's game is a prime example as to why I keep saying, and I'm going to say it again, whether people are fed up with it or not, we sold the wrong keeper.
Yeah, we have, and that boat has sailed. I mean, like you said, where can we go from here? There is nowhere we can go because we've put ourselves in a hole, and unfortunately, it's not a hole that we can climb out of because we are where we are. I'm looking at this reserve goalkeeper. He's inexperienced. He leaks goals, and not just that, but Leno is 6'2". Martinez is 6'4.5". He's nearly 6'5". He's a very imposing goalkeeper, Martinez. Leno's very slim. It doesn't make much of an imposing figure. But this Alex Ruinson is smaller than Leno. He's 6'1". He's very thin, very young. And look, I can't wait to see him play. These are the games. See, if this was Alex Ruinson and he's made these mistakes, you can deal with it because he's young. He's trying to make his way through, but you don't want to put your number one goalkeeper in this situation who's making 100 grand a week. Neomis, what was your thoughts about today's game?
Well, where do I guess? I wasn't lucky enough to watch the first half like all of you here. So I missed the first half, so I can't really comment about it. But I came in when all the drama started. Bernd Leno, there's nothing that we can do in regards to that. His errors today, there's no way you could even defend them. I tried to look for the best in all of our players, including Bernd Leno. And you're right. I'm not like you guys who just think, oh, he's crap. But today, like when you say he's crap, I can't disagree with you because all the mistakes he made were preventable. There is no way this Rapid Vienna side should have ever had anywhere near any chances towards looking like they could have gotten anything out of the game.
Yeah, like should have been a breeze.
Yeah, it should have been a breeze. You look at the players that started on the pitch today, which, to be honest, I actually was quite surprised there were so many senior players. I expected Nketiah, I expected Lacazette. Didn't think Pepe will start. I didn't think we'd see Aubameyang. Yes, he scored, but disappointing performance. It has to improve. I want to see more of the academy players, Reece Nelson, Joe Willock, but something has to change, and Leno has to get this out of his game quick. Like it's not even funny anymore.
But my point is he can't get it out of the game because he's always been that guy. He always has been. And the history has shown this is pre-Arsenal. When we bought him, a lot of people was going, "Oh, right, that's not bad buy. Bought Bernd Leno." I was the only one. Vincey, all of them can tell you because, and the people who's watching this on Facebook can tell you. I put a statement out saying this guy is the most mistake-prone goalkeeper in Germany. He lost his place in the German national team. That's why he cost 18 million. That's why he didn't cost 60, 70 million. So I said, if he comes into a new league and does really well, then I would applaud him. He came into the league in his first season, and he was the most mistake-prone goalkeeper in the league. He had 7 goals, which was his fault, more than any other player, not just goalkeeper, more than any player. And do you know what happened in that instance? People said, "Oh, he's a great shot stopper." What? So in the second season, he again made fantastic shots, but caused another 3 errors. So he had 9 errors. And he had, at that point, you know what happened at the Chelsea game, you know what happened after when he got injured. So he got injured. So he's made 9 mistakes leading to goals by himself and was replaced by a guy who took over for half of the season who didn't make any mistakes. And he still hasn't made any mistakes, by the way. Yeah, just for the record, in case somebody wants to say, "Oh, you know." I know there was an instant in Villa's first game. It didn't lead to a goal. I know when we played Liverpool, Martinez tried to kick the ball out. It bounced off a player and hit the post. Again, there wasn't a mistake leading to goal. It was a mistake, but it didn't lead to a goal. Leno has made now, including today, 10 mistakes that have led towards a goal, 8 of them coming in the Premier League. So when I'm talking about being top 4, winning a title, things like that, you can't carry. Same thing I said about Mustafi, same thing I said about people who are error prone. Xhaka, I've talked about that with Xhaka, the amount of balls he gives away in the middle of the park to the other team. You can't have that kind of culture when you're trying to win the league. You can't, Vincey.
There's the problem we've got. Our last 2 managers are asking Leno to do something that his game isn't comfortable with. We're moving to playing the ball out the back. So Emery and Arteta are asking him to do stuff. And what Leno's doing, he's consistently making these errors with his feet. And when he's continuing doing that, it doesn't leave much room for, okay, it's the manager. It's down to the player now. His decision making. He's coming out rash. He's got a defender in front of him. He's got an attacker, and he's looking to clear the ball. He doesn't even have the composure to keep control of the ball and kick the ball out of play. And it, to me, it's just it's an alarming decision making for somebody who's supposed to be a number 1, an international goalkeeper. And I know people make mistakes, but I can see the lack of confidence that the defenders have with him when he's in the team. I see the difference that Martinez has when the defenders were playing with him, and this saps through the team, and it makes it difficult when you're having to change the way you play, sacrifice attack to be defensive, and your goalkeeper is doing that level of foolishness behind you. It's very tough to watch, and it's going to be a long season. But what we saw tonight, unfortunately, is going to happen again because the manager wants him to play out like that, and this is a deficiency within his game. And this it's sad to see, but you're going to see it again.
Well, I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on it because this isn't anything new. We're not uncovering something which has caught us by surprise or anything. We've known this. To the other people who was backing him strongly, I just applaud you for it. Because of that, because we didn't have an option, I'm backing Leno. I've got no choice because as Ebony says, we don't have a plan B. We don't have another option. But I will say this. I will say that Arteta and Edu are going to have to realize, just like Jurgen Klopp did with who did he have before Alisson? Was it what was his name? The guy Miglia, yeah. And just like Milner, yeah. And just like Pep did with his goalkeeper before he got Edison in, And just like Frank Lampard did with Kepa, guess what? If you want to be a top team and have admirations of winning the league, you need to have a solid number one. And Arsenal doesn't have that. Yeah, and that's all I'm going to say on that.
And we do get one. The first time that we've had a decent goalkeeper since Lehmann, we sell him off to Aston Villa.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on it because we all know the deal, but I am going to say this, and Tony Cox said it. Tony Cox said by the end of this season, we're going to realize that Tony said Arteta and Edu are going to realize that they made a grave mistake. So at the end of the day, they're going to have to get a new goalie, and that's all there is to it. So don't want to spend too much time on that, guys. Let's talk about. Let's actually do some player ratings here.
I think we just that was his rating.
I'm not. You know what? I'm going to do the guy some respect and not even grade him. Yeah, I'm not going to grade him.
I think we'll all agree. We'll give him a 0.
I'm not even going
to.
I'd give him a -10. That's how poor he was today.
Yeah. Listen, the last week when was it? The Liverpool game, I think it was, when Xhaka had a terrible game. I gave Xhaka a 2, and it was all over Twitter. So I'm not even going to grade you, Leno, for that to become on social media. Yeah, for that to start trending. Yeah, I'm not even going to give you the satisfaction of letting Leno trend on social media because I just battered him. He did it to himself, and I think the only thing, and I'm parking now. I'm moving on to a different thing. The only thing that was disturbing because of his performance tonight was how Rapid Vienna acted after it. They were like, hold on a second, this guy like a deer in the headlights, and they just went after him. 2 instances after the mistake that led to the goal, Rapid Vienna came after Leno, and that's what happens when your defense starts to lack confidence, and you start to give the other team momentum to press you, and that's what they were doing. And we could have given away another goal, leading to a goalkeeper mistake. Look, all right, I'm just going to move on. I'm going to give David Luiz a 7.5 tonight. I thought he was good in the first half, even when things were bad. He could have scored. He pulled off a great save from the goalkeeper. In fact, you know what? This is a very tough one. This is a very tough. No, I'm not going to give him man of the match. I'm going to give. Oh, you know what? I'm going to give David Luiz man of the match. 7.5. Really good. Really starting the tackles. Read his angles well. Also kept Kepa 3 times on the overlap, ran with him and positioned himself in a position where he wasn't behind the play. As I said, pulled off a great save in the first half, could have made it 1-0. But Pepe's delivery in the second half, right on his head, ensured that it was 1-0. So, he was the guy tonight. David Luiz, man of the match, I give him 7.5. Gabriel, solid game, I give him a 7. Klasnach, he tried to get up the field, tried to make happens, but it just wasn't as inventive. Give him a 4. Cedric, I thought he had a good game today. I gave him a 6.5. He's worked down the left in the right in the first half. The quality of his crosses, his delivery, is something I haven't seen from Bellerin. It's nice when Bellerin hits the. Have you noticed Bellerin hits the ball low on the floor? That's because he can't do anything else with the ball. He can't deliver a quality cross in the air where he can put the ball on somebody's head. Cedric Soares can do that for you, and we saw that tonight in various positions from him. 6.5. Thomas Partey, I give him a solid 7. I wish I could give him more because Luiz was my man of the match. Thomas Partey tonight, everything he did was fantastic. Everything he touched turned to goal. I don't think he made one mistake in the whole night. The way he shielded the ball, he played 2 sublime passes into the final third in terms of creativity. When he had the ball, he even went past players. He dribbled up to the defense, caused a hell of a lot of problems. He's the real deal. I wish I could give him more, but it just wasn't that kind of performance. El Nene, a solid 7 as well. His positioning tonight was amazing. He was cutting out attacks playing, stomping out through balls, clogging up passing lanes. El Nene, this guy's the real deal, man. That's 5 out of 5 displays from El Nene now. 5 out of 5 displays. He has not played a bad game since he's been starting for this team. El Nene was solid. Saka, thought Saka was poor. I thought he had an average game today. 5.5. I thought he had a couple of 1-2s in the box, but he just didn't. He looked tired. He looked like he should have been rested today. Pepe would have got a 4 had it not been for that assist. Even with the assist, he still tended to go missing after it. God, it's a tough one. I'm probably going to have to give him a 5.5. Pinpoint passing, 2 corners he took, which was great. The assist was amazing, but this is not the type of game that Pepe, not the type of display we should expect from Pepe, if I'm honest, especially in a game like this where he's shone before. So sorry, Pepe, 5.5. Lacazette, oh my God, 1. Sorry, mate, 1. Nketiah, I'm a big Nketiah fan. You guys know me, big Nketiah fan. I have to give him a 3. I didn't think he did anything to stamp his authority on trying to get into the game on Sunday for Leicester. He looked lost out on the left. He's played there before. I would rather him being in the middle. We know what we're getting with him in the middle. He just looked like he was a bit disjointed on the left. So I don't know whether it was entirely his fault. But yeah, sorry, I give him a 3. That's it from me. Vincey.
I give my man of the match to David Luiz for the goal. If he didn't score the goal, then I'll be giving it to our Ghanaian king. But Luiz, I'll give him an 8. Gabriel, I'll give him a 6. Nothing outstanding, but solid game. Kolasinac, I think his ceiling as a player is a 5, and I'll probably give him a 5 today. It wasn't outstanding, but I don't think he needed to be in that position tonight. I just needed him to play safe, and he kind of did that. Cedric, for me, he was a 7. I was disappointed at him coming off. I thought he really looked comfortable on the right and was probably our bright spark on the right-hand side, linking up and backing up Pepe and interchanging very nicely with Partey. So Cedric gets a 7. Partey, he gets an 8. Joint score with Luiz, but for me, he kind of bossed the game. The tempo, he's shown me what Arsenal have lacked for ages, his composure. And it shows that you don't need to score to get joint man of the match with a performance. It's for his debut, 90 minutes. He had an absolutely awesome game and looked at home in the Arsenal team and in the Europa. El Nene, 7. As you said before, Apollo, he's just so smooth in his play, vision, positive, moves the ball quickly. I'm really impressed with him. And Arteta, please don't be dropping him for the next game, because I'm going to be. There'll be some furniture moving in my house if he's dropped. Seriously,
you know what I liked about Soares today is just how far he got forward and allowed Pepe to cut inside. Didn't you notice that when he stayed out on the wide, it allowed Pepe to come into the false 9 position and get into the box and become an option. And he cuts the ball back so well.
Why did he get subbed? This guy's not going to play in the Premier League. So why is he getting? I mean, Bellerin ended up making the assist, so I ain't complaining. But I was like, why is he getting subbed?
It's probably he hasn't played a lot of football, so he's probably tired.
Yeah. But I think in regards to how Cedric was playing, you can play him and hold him in that position when you know you've got 2 central midfielders who can get up and down. And I think that was key in allowing Cedric to stay up behind Pepe and supporting well and use the ball wisely with triangles in the midfield with El Nene and Partey. Because those two in the midfield were solid.
Yeah, they were rock solid.
really solid.
Rock solid.
Gave a lot of confidence to, you didn't see Kolasinac do that on the other side. He was dropping back, so we were very right-sided in the first half. So that's why, as I said, El Neni will get a 7. Saka for me today, he looks tired. He tried, the first half early on. He tried to take the game, but at best I give him a 5. Pepe, even with that cross for the free kick, even with that corner, the most I can give you is a 4, because I'm looking for you to stamp your ability in a team in Europe where you've got the platform now. And I know there's coaching issues going on, but you can't be performing at a 4 right now. There's no excuse against a Rapid Vienna team. I need more from you, and you've got it in you. Lacazette, I have to give him a 2. I mean, he got the shirt on right. He got his foot turned up. He put his foot in. I just.
He had the armband too.
He was wearing the armband.
Yeah, he was captain until Aubameyang came on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was awful.
Yeah, Laka to Nketiah.
Does anybody speak Spanish? I think that means let's go. Let's go, Lorenzo Caraja. Yeah.
And Lorenzo, let's go. Yeah.
Oh, he's Argentinian, I think, or something. Yeah, go on.
And Nketiah, I'll give him 3. It's just, I was looking for him to drop back drop back deep to play those triangles with Partey, and he just looked disjointed up front. I just think the tactics didn't work too well.
It didn't work for him. Yeah, I've seen him play there on the left, and actually played 2 games there for Leeds as well, and looked really good. He can be a facilitator. That's why Arteta probably put him on there, but it didn't work. Nothing Arteta is doing in that final third is working right now.
It looks ugly. It looks ugly.
So we got 73 people watching. Please hit a like and subscribe, and let us know, guys. Everybody in the chat, let us know who was your man of the match today. Who was the person that pulled it out of the bag? And let me know what your marks out of 10 is for that player that you're giving man of the match. Ebony.
Okay, Leno, dog shit, -10. We've gone over that, so I'm not gonna repeat myself. Louise, he was my man of the match. Seriously, I don't need to go over. Louise, man of the match, he took his goal well. He, for me, was the linchpin in defence. I give him a 7.5. Gabriel wasn't it wasn't his best game, but he did well to hold himself up.
I think he had about 6 headed clearances from the crosses I saw.
Yeah. I mean, he does his job well, but I mean, I think Leno eclipsed him, so I'm going to give Louise an 8 actually, and I will give Gabriel a 7.5. Kolasinac couldn't cross the road. He's about as put me there.
Which is strange.
I don't know why.
Which is strange, by the way, because in the Carabao Cup against Liverpool, he had a good game.
Awesome.
He had a good game, but this is a player that has a good game at once in every 10. He didn't do anything to wow me. So sorry, he gets a 4. Cedric, I will give him a 7.5. I thought he was excellent. He, along with Partey, who I also give a 7.5, were the midfield pair. That they were, for me, they were the 2 that clicked in midfield for me.
Yes,
definitely. I mean, on that performance alone, and I will speak about them together. On that performance alone, they could actually make a great partnership. But then,
this is the reason why people are saying they can't see Xhaka. It's almost like Xhaka has been shoehorned in to the team because he's always been in there.
The reason why Xhaka was there is because we've not actually had anybody. Now I've got Partey. Exactly. We can dash Xhaka. With those 2, no backwards, sideways. It was like press, and that's what you want in your defense. In your midfield. Plus Partey is that plus Partey is that midfielder that we've been crying for forever, in the sense that he's a sweeper. So any mistakes, right, just get back and sweep up any mistakes. We've been crying for that for years, as far as I'm concerned. So those two, I'll give 7.5. El Neni, I'll give a 7. That assist, that ball that he played to Bellerin, for Bellerin to actually give the ball to Aubameyang for the goal. I thought he played well. I mean, I like the fact that El Neni now is actually going forward and he's not backwards, sideways. He was always a safe player. Now you're actually seeing the player that we've been crying for. I'd give him a 7. Lacazette, Pepe, no, where am I? Saka, not his best game. He was a bit too quiet for me. Didn't do a great deal. I'll give him 3. Pepe, he also gets a 3. He just doesn't. There are games when
he got the assist for the goal.
He got the assist for a goal, but that, for me, that was about it. He didn't really do a great. He didn't do a great deal today.
He's making up.
He got the assist for the goal.
He has to make up.
He gets a 3. Yeah, I mean, we all know that he is a special player. We know that he's great on the left-hand side, but today it's just non-existent practically, apart from that assist. Lacazette, non-existent. He gets a 2. In actual fact, he gets a 1. Sorry, but he was. If shots weren't shown of him, I wouldn't have known that he was there. And I know, people like myself, we cry, oh, well, start him. But I mean, he's more of for me, he's no longer the starting player now. He's more of a sub, and he should remain as a sub because he just hasn't got it in him. I mean, he looked tired after about half an hour.
We've known that for a while. I think what he had was a good start to the season as far as goals go. He didn't really play exceptionally well in those games, but he scored 3 in the first 4, 3 goals in the first 4 games in the league.
But then he was tired. He got lethargic after scoring those goals.
I agree, but I still think we should have started him against Man City. I was a bit bereaved by it, but in saying that, if everybody's been saying put Aubameyang in the middle, put Aubameyang, and so we've put him there, and we've got to go with it now. We've made our bed. We've got to go with it.
This is it. So, and Nketiah, again, not his best game. He was for me. It was really quiet. 3.
Yeah. Tony's saying the front 3 were that bad. Yeah. They
were. I mean, but what I would have actually done, because there are questions to be asked of Arteta today. The selection was wrong for me, or some of the selection was wrong. He should have started off Nelson. He should not have. For me, he should not have started. He should not have started Lacazette. He should have been on as a sub. And these late subs, if you're going to make subs, at least make them at least 65 minutes or maybe 60 minutes. None of this 83 minutes, 84 minutes. What was the point of bringing on Reece Nelson?
That was his doing something. I'm not going to. I think I would have brought Nelson on when Willock came on to change the game. Because look, Nelson's going to give you more than Willock. There's no doubt about it. And then I would have brought Willock on in injury time to because Willock for me is further behind the pecking order than than someone like Reece Nelson. I'm shocked I didn't even see Smith Rowe. I shot a video and released it early. Sorry guys for my late video. I've been so hard at work these last few days and so much going on personal wise as well. I just didn't have the time to get the video out. But, today was all supposed to be about Reece Nelson and Smith Rowe, and we didn't see any of that. And I think that works against Arteta. Definitely worked against him. African Guna, before you go on, I did have something to... Yeah, look at that. African Guna, Kuke saying, Partey unlocked El Nene's inner Zidane. Can't wait to see him turn Xhaka into Pirlo. That's going to be a long... Yeah, that's hell going to free Ozzy before that happens, bro.
Boy, miracles could happen.
What's your grades, African Guna?
Yeah, so I have a lot to say actually. The first one is, firstly, it's a results business, right? So I mean, we won, and I'm surprised that we actually won. And I'm so glad that we won, because I think if it was 1-1, the fan base would have definitely had a lot of questions. It's a results business at the end, but I want to say that we can't keep getting by these games. We've been getting by these games this whole season. At some point, we need to kick off, right? It's cool to win these games like this. I'm cool. I'm sitting down, but at some point, we really need to kick off and start creating goals, because really we only created 2 goals.
Okay, so I've got one thing to say to you.
Yeah.
To add into that, Liverpool, Manchester City, Rapid Vienna, all away games. Maybe we see a different. You can hold me up on it on Sunday if we screw up on Sunday.
No, the thing is, in my perspective, I don't really care if it's away or home, right? There's no real fans, and it's Arsenal Football Club, man. We shouldn't really be saying home or away. We should be good enough to kill teams, whether it's home or away. We should be playing the same way, whether it's home or away, right? So I think that is something within the next maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we're going to see Arteta has to improve on. If he doesn't improve on, as he said in his press conference, he is the only one to blame. So yes. I wanted to say that I'm glad that we won. I think in terms of the player rating,
I missed his stream today.
I think his internet's just dropping off or something. But I think Leno, for me, I'm giving him a 1. Look, listen, I put my name on the line for this guy, and today he was atrocious. And I'll say this: he won't be like this, throughout the season. But this can happen, This can happen again, period. I don't even want to say this can happen that often. This cannot happen again. We got so lucky.
Statistically, it has happened on a regular basis.
No, I know, but Apollo, he's been good. To be honest, he's been good. I mean, not as good as Martinez, but he's been pretty good in the last games. But, today was 1.
He's done what he's did today several times in an Arsenal shirt.
Yeah, it's not just that, but Vincey, like what African Goon is saying, he's right. In the way that the fans have perceived him, this is all about perception. Oh, he's made a great save. Another great save. Great save. Brilliant display. Yes, that's always been the case with him since he's been here. But his distribution and his handling on set pieces have always been important. Even in the games he played well this season, and believe me, he has played well this season, his distribution was still where you saw the signs. You were like, whoa, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. You've still seen it.
Yeah, I think tactically the opposition's coach, he knew for sure. And in that first half, we were taking so many chances. He definitely told them, press like mad, because this guy's going to make a mistake. And he made it 3 times. And I think once he made the first one, he just, that game was over for him. Once he made that first mistake, he lost confidence, and it was pretty much over. And he kept making mistakes. And I was really just saying, get him out of the play. Stop giving it to him, and let's change tactics. So I'm really disappointed, Leto. Unfortunately, you're my guy, but I'm giving you a 1 today. That was really, really bad, and I can't be sticking my neck out for you when you have performances like that. And I'm a fair person, so today I put my hands up. That was a 1. Terrible performance from Leno. Luis, I think, honestly, from my perspective, he wasn't that great, but in the beginning, but he came into the game and he obviously scored. That was a great header, and then that's what we want from David Luiz. Great leadership. I'm giving him an 8. My man of the match is Gabriel. I think we are not giving him the credit that he needs. This guy is amazing. Amazing. You guys know how much I rate Tierney, and that was a great signing by Arsenal. This is also a great signing by Arsenal. This guy, every single game, he's consistent. He hasn't.
Hold on, didn't I say to you yesterday he was the best signing of the summer?
We'll see about Partey, but so far he's definitely giving Partey a run for his money. This guy's incredible, and the fact that we've paid 20-something million for this guy, he wins headers, he wins everything, man. He's the defender we're looking for, really. In terms of you're ranking him against other defenders in the Premier League. He's close to Van Dijk in my opinion, really. I don't see much of a difference. And Apollo, you were saying earlier when I was on that, why did he play and stuff? I want him to play. I want him to build his confidence. I want him to continuously get the game time, because he's 22, he's young. He can continuously play. He's not going to get tired and stuff. So for me, man of the match, Gabriel, 8.5. I think unsung hero. Didn't put a foot wrong the entire game. Kolasinac, I'm giving a 2. As Ebony said, he can't cross the road. I don't even want to get into it. He just really frustrates me, and I can't believe
that. Look, we're here to get into it, so get into it.
Yeah, 100K.
We've got nearly 80 people in the watching the stream. They want to hear what we thought about the game, so let's tell them. Let's get into it.
For sure, but I mean, people who watch us consistently know how I feel about Kolasinac. He's absolute dog shit. I mean, really, he's not the player that we need. He can't cross. He can't, his touches, everything about his game is awful. I really don't understand how he's a professional football player and how we signed him. Even if he was free, he's kind of even worse than Dennis Suarez. I would rather have Dennis Suarez, who didn't play a game, than to have Kolasinac. And I'm frustrated by him because we've had him for a long time, and it's the same old crap with him. And we couldn't get rid of him this summer because they didn't want to take a cut on his wages, and he's still here. And unfortunately, we're going to have to play him in the Europa League. So for me, I'm giving him a 2. In terms of Cedric, I'm giving him, I think, a 6.5. I think it's fair. I think in the first half he did really, really well, and the second half kind of died down, and then obviously Bellerin came in. I think it was a good performance, and I'm excited to see him progress in the smaller competitions. I don't think he'll start in the Premier League. Partey, I'm giving an 8, so almost even close to man of the match for me. Oh my God, what a player! And Ebony was talking about him being that, the guy we're dreaming about, the last man. It's not even that, Ebony. He's not only the last man, he's everything. He's the last man, and he's the one who can make the passes that we're expecting Ozil to make. He can do it for us. You saw some of the passes he was making to Aubameyang, his creativity and his mind. I mean, sorry, just to point out, in the last 5 minutes when we're trying to keep the ball, every single Arsenal player was giving it to him, and he was doing one-touch passing like it was nothing. This guy is on a different level, and when I'm watching Arsenal, I can see this guy is just on another level. Xhaka cannot do what he does. Just absolutely phenomenal, and he's only going to get better as we go on and as we strengthen the team. So incredible performance from Partey. I really think in the second half he dominated, and that is one of the reasons why we ended up back into the game, to be honest. El Neni, I'm giving him a 7. Incredible, that pass that he made. Again, Xhaka cannot make that pass. He makes that pass 1 in 10 or 20 games. El Neni made that pass, and that was incredible to see. And El Neni needs to be starting every game with Partey. I'm sorry. I don't care. That's what I want to see. Until he makes some mistakes or until he proves otherwise, he needs to be getting his chance. So, against Leicester this weekend, I want to see him playing. So I'm going to give El Neni a 7. Who's next? Saka. I know you guys saying that he was tired and stuff, but for me, frankly, I don't think that he was that tired. I just think that he wasn't as involved in the game. I think I'm going to give him a 7. I think throughout the game, he tried his best. I think the ref called a couple of handballs and some bullshit calls, really. I'm giving the ref a negative. It didn't even touch him on the replay, so I'm gonna give Saka a 7 or 6.5. Sorry, I think that he tried his best, but it just wasn't his game. But I'm still gonna give him props. I'm giving Pepe a 3. Okay, actually, I'm gonna give him a 4. I'm giving an extra point for the assist, even though he really lost the ball and David Luiz just scored. But really disappointing from Pepe. I mean, you're playing against an Austrian pub team, and you're a 72 million player, and you can't even be doing your shit and killing. You should be killing these players. You're supposed to be on another level, right? And that's just my expectation as an Arsenal fan. When we spend 72 million on a player, this guy is supposed to be dominating these games because that's what we pay the money for, right? And he's not doing the business. So I have to be fair. 3 from Pepe. I honestly, I think he's going to start on the weekend because Willian's injured, but he needs to pick up his game. Lacazette. Man, it hurts me because I put my brand and everything. I put it up for him. I even told you guys he was gonna score, but really, I was gonna give him a 3. I give him a 2 because in the last 10 minutes when he could have passed to Aubameyang, he fucking tried to dribble 3 players and he lost the ball. I mean, that should have been game over, 3-1. What is he doing? Aubameyang was free. That's 3-1. You killed the game. It's really frustrating. It's really frustrating. I'm giving him a 3, so that was really disappointing. And Apollo, your boy Nketiah, I don't blame him today. I don't think he was playing in his position.
Yeah.
So frankly, I really don't think he could have gotten into the game. I think he tried his best. I mean, he also got a yellow card for taking that shot. I mean, some Van Persie.
It's just inexperience. I gave him a 3. I didn't think it was his day today.
Yeah, I don't think it was his day, but I don't think it was his fault. I do, however, want to say I give Arteta a 7. I think that, listen, the second goal is both his substitutions combining Hector Bellerin and Aubameyang. And I know that I wanted them to come on earlier, but again, he got the result. So hands up, we won. It's cool. But we can't keep getting away with stuff like this because against Leicester and against Man United and all these other teams we're going to be playing, Wolves, we're not going to be able to get away with this stuff. If Leno plays the way he is, they're going to kill us. Yeah. So I'm glad we won, but we're on the ice right now. We really need to improve creativity in terms of creativity.
Neomis, your internet connection is like Tesco's 2-for-1 right now, man.
Yeah, I've virtually had to move into. This is the third room I've moved into, so I won't take too long, just in case connection
problem,
pops out. So
no
yeah,
problem, mate.
if I do cut out, like, just know I'll try to come back on. But David Luiz for me has to be my man of the match. I thought he was absolutely solid throughout the game defensively, tried to create chances and scored a goal. So I mean, there's nothing. I can't criticize the guy for anything in this game. For me, he was an 8, and he tried to help Leno through his deficiencies through this game. Gabriel, I gave a 7. I thought he had another good, solid performance. Again, nothing wrong to say with the guy. Had some really good clearances. I think when I looked at the stats, had about 6 clearances throughout the game. Again, another really good defensive performance overall. Kolasinac, I gave a 5. I thought he was okay. Now, again, I didn't watch the first half, so again, I didn't see what other cock-ups he might have made in the first 45 minutes. But
sorry,
in the second half,
Neomis, how are you giving him a 5? What did he do? He didn't do nothing.
He just said
one thing that he did the entire game.
he was okay.
He just said he didn't see the first half.
Did he do any?
But even if you watch the second half, to give him an average 5, I mean, Vincey said the highest he can get is 5, and you're giving him, and even Vincey gave him a 5, and you're like, that means that's the highest performance you can see from Kolasinac.
No, listen, let's be fair. He got into advanced positions, but he didn't really create anything, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah,
I didn't see him do much defensively. I mean, I gave him.
Yeah, like I mean, for me, I see it as like, did he do anything where he was really challenged defensively? No. Did he do anything that was glaringly, obviously wrong? No. Yeah. But did he do anything that was like really right? Did he contribute towards attack like that much? Not really. So I have to give him an average score.
Cool.
That's probably the best game for him outside of what he did.
The Liverpool. Yeah, the League Cup game, he was good.
That's why I give him a 5.
I just want to answer Carlito saying the African Gunner, what specifically did Kola do wrong? I mean, he couldn't cross the ball. He couldn't make passes. A lot of the times he was kicking the ball out. He didn't do nothing.
D is just going off on one right now. I am absolutely dead. Leno would make an Arsenal fan an alcoholic, man. I'm so dead.
Damn straight.
I'm so dead.
Man.
I'm seriously going to take more pills for the next Arsenal game if when he's playing. Seriously, because I don't think I could last. I'm serious. I don't think I can do it.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold it down. Yeah, Neomis, did you finish?
No. Cedric, I'm going to give a 6.5. I thought he had a good, solid performance today. I think he's starting to show fans exactly what he can do. And I've always believed when we signed him that he's a good, solid player. You know, I don't think that he's world class, but I think he's a good, solid defender. I think he's decent going forward. His deliveries into the box has always been good, even at Southampton. I mean, when we've played against him, he's always been a danger. It's just that
he's ripped us.
Yeah. It's just that he's never been a flashy type of big name player. So it's good to have him. He could definitely be someone to push Bellerin. If Bellerin slips, he's going to be kind of that Mr. Consistent. So I want to see him.
You know what impressed me the most about Soros today? When you watch certain teams like Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid, it's when the player has moved into a space to receive the ball, it's the speed that they think and move the ball on. And today he was moving the ball with pace and urgency, and it was really nice to see. It was complete. It was like, what? And that's why it was a shock to see that his thought pattern about where he's going to go with the ball, how the pace he cut the ball back, the deliveries into the box, everything was like that. Like, could you imagine Arteta seeing that in practice every day? Yeah. Really impressed with what I saw today.
I mean, but see, this is the thing that has to be questioned with Arteta and what's going on with his team selections. Because even the last game that we played, like, I do feel like sometimes he's not choosing the best team that he knows is his best team, and either is catering to some type of politics, something that's not football related. I just feel that that's going on, and I don't like it. I thought more of the younger players would have got more of a chance. I thought Reece Nelson, who came on as a sub, I thought he would have started. I thought Joe would have started. Yeah, something is just not right, and maybe over the next weeks things will start to level out. But yeah, I'm just definitely going to be keeping an eye on Arteta and his team lineups. But I digress. Thomas Partey, 7.5 for me. I thought he was fantastic, the real engine within that midfield. And when I looked at some of his stats, he had 6 key passes he attempted, 5 of them he made it. I think 10 blocks. The guy was just an absolute machine in that midfield. He's exactly what we have been looking for. And, I think this is a good full 90 minutes debut. And I hope that we start him against Leicester, Sunday. So
Sunday, 7:15, guys, 7:15.
Yep. So looking forward to seeing how he does it in that game as well. El Nene, for me, I'll give him a 7. Again, another good solid performance. Don't know why the guy was dropped. Needs to come back into the starting 11. Again, just Mr. Comfortable, Mr. Consistent, does all the right things. The reason why he needs to play on Sunday against Leicester, he is going to be what's needed, especially to allow Thomas Partey to move forward as well and give us another dimension in our game. Saka, I'm gonna have to give probably a 4.5. I thought he was okay-ish. Didn't really contribute that much, but when I started looking at some of the stats on how he performed, he didn't perform that well. And this was a game, like you, Apollo, I was surprised to see him start this game just because of the amount of minutes that he's played. I thought this would have been a good game to see Reece Nelson actually start ahead of him, give him the full 90 minutes. So for me, Saka, not a good performance, but I mean, we all know what Saka could do. Pepe, I gave a 6.5. I thought he had a really good game. I know everyone talked about how he played for the whole 90 minutes, but I didn't watch the first 45 minutes, so I'm going to go with the 45 minutes that I saw and the fact that he created a goal. I gave him a 6.5. I probably would have given him more because he got the assist, but the same things what African Gunnar was saying about his performance in the first half, I'm factoring that in as well, so I'm going to drop him down to a 6.5. But I think, it's good for him to get an assist. That's why we bought him. Want him to get some goals as well. Yeah, I think he got a good game. Lacazette, I'm going to have to give a 4. He was just non-existent. I think his days at Arsenal are numbered. I think he just looks a shadow of his former self. He had a chance late on in the game where he could have passed it to Aubameyang earlier on, or he could have shot himself. And I thought maybe he would have tried to shoot, like a player of his quality should have just taken the shot. I think he would have easily just smashed it into the top left-hand corner of the goal. But he ends up just messing it up. And it's a chance that we could have had to make it 3-1. And just didn't go anywhere, and I don't know what we can do about Lacazette. I think it's probably his time is done at Arsenal, unfortunately.
I agree with you, Romas. Time is done, but transfer window is closed, and that means we have him till December. January. So really, January. So he's gonna be playing. He needs to get his confidence.
How long does he have on his contract? Sorry,
he's in the last 2 years. He's got a year and a half, or coming up to a year and a half. So a decision needs to be made on him one way or another.
Yeah, because right now, this with 2 years left, this is where you negotiate. He's 29. He's going to be 30. So this is where, this is not good. This is not good. You're talking about a player who was one of the reasons why the team finished 8th last season. When you're waiting 18 months for a striker to score an away goal, and you're playing in the top 4, no one's got that. Nobody wants that. That's not top 4 or top 6, as we would say. That's not top 6 acceptability. Vincey?
I was going to ask, do you think that it's a case where, I know Arteta likes Lacazette. He's got 2 years left on his contract. So are we going to go back into a situation where, as a club, Arsenal are going to offer him a contract and he's likely to take it, considering the way he's actually performing right now? To us as fans, it's not good enough. But Arteta's playing him and he likes him in that position. And my only worry is that we would offer him a contract even now based on how he's playing. I'm concerned about how we
address that?
Contracts. Go for it, the African.
Yeah, Vincey, that's actually a good point, and I wouldn't put it past Arsenal to give him a new contract, and of course he's going to take it. The other question I want to pose to you is, though, who really do we have? First, let's agree that he did hold up the ball pretty well today. He got some fouls and stuff, so I mean, he did that part of his game, but the rest of his game was basically he wasn't really in the game, right? So who else can we really play? You say Arteta likes him and stuff, but we have no one else, right? Eddie can't hold the ball that way, so I see where you're coming from, but I'm just posing that question back to you. Who else can we play? We don't play Aubameyang up front, and by the way, as you know, I want that to happen, right? I want Willian, Pepe, and Aubameyang. That's it. That's what I want to see. But somehow, for some reason, you're paying this guy a lot of money, right? And he's supposedly one of your top players in the club. So somehow you need to fit him in. We can't freeze him out like Ozil, right?
And this is where I think we should play Aubameyang in that position and tell Aubameyang the zones in which he needs to operate in, because our skillful players is Saka and Pepe. And if you're
Willian,
but I'll say skillful with pace is Pepe and Saka. So if these guys, I'll hold on with Willian because Willian can't play every game. And this is the thing. I can see when we waxed against the wall and we need players to take the ball to teams, there's only two players in the team that can take it, is Saka and Pepe. Willian can go this way. Willian's not going direct. And this is the problem.
He'll show he can do it. Trust me, I know he can do it. He definitely has the talent and skill to do it. He's just not performing at the moment. In that first game, would you have ever said what you're saying now after that first game where we saw him basically do what you're saying, right? So
yeah, but I can see in that first game he had a lot of space and he was playing still left and right. So again, what I'm asking is, if you're going to have a player, you've seen Pepe get the ball and dribble straight down the flank. You've seen Saka get the ball, dribble down there. Willian's not going to do that game week in, week out. And this is where I'm saying where Arteta's got to have the confidence to have Saka and Pepe going either side and telling Aubameyang to, if we're going to have him in that midfield, play the point man, to drop in the midfield and play in those zones, in those channels. So when you have your Partey, when you have your El Nene, when you have your Willian, who are on the ball and they're going to slip that ball through, he'll still get those chances which he can finish. But if he's not going to make that transition, I'm seriously concerned that we will give Lacazette another contract. And I'm looking and I'm thinking at 29, if Arsenal Football Club give that guy another contract and his wages go up,
would not be surprised.
We've got problems.
I totally agree. Carletto's just Diomis, you've still got. Have you given a grade for Nketiah?
I'll give Nketiah a 4. It wasn't a good game. Yes, he was played out of position, but I know he'll bounce back.
Okay, so guys, name. I'm gonna start. Carletto's asked a good question here. It says, Apollo, who do you think is our best 11? In my opinion, I'll go across the board as well. My opinion, it would be Leno in goal. I wouldn't play a back 4 yet, because ever since we've been making the switch to back 4, our performances have been all over the place, and I don't even know where we're going at the moment. So I'm going to keep it as a back 3 just to keep it simple. I would go with a back 3 of Tierney, Luiz, and Gabriel. My midfield would be 2 holding in the middle would be Partey and El Nene. I'll have Saka on the left in the midfield, and I'll have Maitland-Niles on the right in the midfield. I'll have Aubameyang in the middle at the number 9. I'll have Pepe on the left wing and Willian on the right, and that would be my starting 11. That would be our best 11. I tried to fit Callum Chambers in there, but I just can't do it. Maybe I can fit Chambers in there if we go 4 at the back. Maybe I'll put Gabriel on the left and have Holding and Luiz in the middle, and then put Chambers on the right. Maybe, I don't know, but you have to remember, Callum Chambers was one of our best players when Arteta took over. Arteta played him every game before he got injured, and it's harsh to not find a place for him in the team at the moment. Vincey, who would be your top 11?
It's tough.
Shall I move on to Ebony and you can go afterwards?
Yeah. I'll have to come back, because it's
it's not that tough. We don't have that many amazing players. Come on.
But it's not going to play the formation.
It's the $1 million question, guys. It's the question that Arteta is currently failing at, and that's your team sheet. Your team sheet is the first. That's the plan. Once you've got that, then you go with your formation. Once you got that, then you go with tactics. The reason why we haven't seen much of tactics, and the formation's been all over the place, is because we only got the first bit right. The starting 11 is just wrong, and it permeates throughout the whole spine of the team when you don't get that first phase wrong, and that's the reason. You fix that, and then everything falls into line. Ebony, who's your best starting 11?
All right, we'll bypass the goalkeeping situation. Okay, back three, I'd go for Louise, Tierney, Gabriel as well. My midfield would consist of obviously Partey. I put El-Neni there. You see, with the midfield, because they're essentially all quite good. I'd even put Cedric in there as well. I'd also put Saka in there as well. Saka can go on the left. I guess Cedric can go on the right. Maybe, I don't know if he can play there. I know he can play centrally, but I don't know if he's
he's right. He's right-sided left wing back. Yeah.
Okay.
I went for Maitland-Niles, but there's so much. You can do.
But even Maitland, but then
you can put Ceballos. You can put Ceballos there as well.
You can put Ceballos. You can put Maitland-Niles in defence. It is quite difficult. But I'm just thinking of names off of my head. So midfield would be in the middle. I'd definitely have Partey, definitely have El-Neni. I'd have Cedric on the right, Saka on the left. Up front, it would have to be Aubameyang needs to be in the front centre. Maybe Pepe on the left, and who would I have on the right? I'd give Lacazette one more chance. That's what I would do. Okay, because I'm that kind of person. I would give him one more chance to see if he can excel.
Interesting. I've got before I go to Vincey, have you got your first 11? If you have,
I've got my 11 for both formations, 4-3-3 and 4-4-2.
Okay, because I'm going to go with Bertram's first. Bertram's saying no back three. We're past that formation now that we have Partey. I think that's the reason why we've been so destabilized over the last few games, is because we're making this transition and it hasn't worked and it's going to take time. I think that's maybe the reason. When I made a video the other day, I said I don't know why this is happening, why our form has dipped so badly. I think this is one of the reasons why. But anyway, Bertram goes for Leno, Bellerin, Luiz, and Gabriel, and Tierney. Oh, that's your back four. Okay. Then he goes Partey, Xhaka, and El-Neni. And then he's gone for Saka, Aubameyang, and Pepe. So no William in there. Yes, and no Maitland-Niles as well. Interesting. That's an interesting team, Bertram. Interesting team. What would you go with, Vincey? What would you go with?
So what for the 4-3-3? I've got Holding, Luiz, and Gabriel. I will play. Use a toss up between Cedric or even Bellerin, or even Maitland-Niles.
Yeah, I was just about to say, no, Maitland-Niles ain't getting no love today, man.
Or that right hand side, El-Neni, Partey, and Tierney, and I would play Pepe, Abba, and Saka up front. William, I'll bring him on, and he can rotate between Pepe or Saka. But we have to have options coming on off the bench, and Willian can come off the bench and spark. I'm not sure some of the other players can actually do that. Like Saka can do that. Pepe, yes, but Willian, he can do that. So I would like to see Saka and Pepe intertwining with Abba. I think that would be really great. 4-4-2, I'd probably have Cedric, Luis, Gabriel, and Tierney in the back, and I'll probably have Maitland-Niles, El Nene, Partey, and Saka. And up front, I'd like to see Pepe and Aubameyang.
Oh, no Ceballos. Okay, cool. There's so much you can do in that midfield.
Again, I'd have Ceballos coming on, depending on who you're playing with El Nene, but definitely Partey's got to play, because you can see the way how the ball is being moved. Yeah. And what I want to see, I need to see triangles. I need to see players willing to create the ball, lay it off, and turn and move. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing intelligent movement for players like Partey or El Nene who are willing to get that ball in those areas.
I think that's the reason why Victor's formation, if we play away from home against tough teams, I like this formation. You're sticking Ceballos, Partey, and El Nene as a midfield three. That is a wall. That is a wall. Yeah. That is a wall right there. That is an absolute wall. I love that. And then you can have your wing backs. Then you can have a Suarez, a Saka in terms of darting in and supporting the front man. I like that. But all players have the ability to keep the ball well and pass the ball well as well. So that's what I like. The African Guna. Who would you prefer?
Not a bad shout.
Yeah, that's not a bad
shout.
Yeah,
I think, guys, for me, obviously it depends on who we play, because we'll have to kind of change. I think some games Xhaka will be better suited to play when we need to be a bit more defensive. But if you're asking me for the best team, I know it's hard for me to say that, Miss, but like, at some point we know he's gonna play. We can't leave him out.
No team that Granite Jack. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can leave him out.
Xhaka needs to go now that Partey's here. Okay.
He wouldn't get to any top 6 team. Let's be fair.
No, guys, I'm the biggest Xhaka hater here, but I just don't think Arteta can keep him out of the team consistently for the whole season. Like, I just don't see that happening, unfortunately. And for me, if I'm thinking about the best team, I'm going with a 4-2-3-1. It's pretty easy. The first thing I want to say is, in terms of the goalkeepers, I really want to see Runderson play, because I think he's a better distributor of the ball than Leno is. And that is probably one of the reasons, that is one of the reasons why we actually brought him in, is because our goalkeeping coach said, listen, this guy can play with the ball at his feet. So potentially Leno might, have a run for his money if this guy starts performing. So let's keep that in mind. But I mean, since we haven't seen him, I'm going with Leno. I'm going with Bellerin. Unfortunately, sorry, I don't see Suarez starting anytime soon, and I won't start him unless Bellerin makes a mistake. Right now, Bellerin is on the upwards trajectory, so we have to give him his props. He had an assist today. He starts for me. Then you have David Luiz, you have Gabriel, you have Kieran Tierney. Then I'm playing a 2 in the middle, El Neni and Partey. Then I'm playing Ceballos as the 10. And sorry, I placed Ceballos as the 10, but I also want to see potentially Willian. I think they can interchange in the 10. And I would also want to see Emile Smith-Rowe or even Maitland-Niles. Listen, I mean, if Kieran Tierney is, having that spot at left back and he's staying fit, we can play Maitland-Niles there and see what he can do, because he's creative and he can do some stuff there. So against the smaller teams, I'd like to see him get a chance. Maybe try it out in the Europa League or the Carling Cup or whatever and see how that works. That's something that I would be keen on if I was the manager. The other thing I wanted to say is that between Partey and El Neni, I want Partey and El Neni to switch and join Ceballos. We need to be more creative. We need 2 midfielders to push up, and we need either El Neni and or Partey to stay back, which is why I don't want Xhaka in there, right? Because obviously he can be the last man. Between those two, I have quite a bit of confidence that they can do the job. Moving into the 3 in front, I'm going with Saka on the left, but I think Saka and Willian, again, those can all interchange. Martinelli's going to come. They can also interchange. I want Martinelli in the starting lineup, I'm not getting for him.
My man.
And then in the middle, obviously, as I said, Willian, Ceballos, whoever that's going to be, they can play there. On the right, it has to be, again, Pepe or Willian. It depends on the form. Honestly, I don't see much difference between them right now. They're both, up and down, up and down. And then up front has to be Aubameyang. I'm sorry, like I said, this is not me anymore, especially after what he did today. I mean, that pass. I mean, listen, any top player in the world, any top team, they kill that. They kill that moment right there. That's a goal. You know, Bale. You talk about Bale. Bale scoring that. I'm sorry, Bale scoring that easy.
Bale scored tonight.
Yeah, that's my strongest team for me.
Bale scored tonight. I mean, Pepe had an assist today, and he had a goal against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. So he's done more lately than Willian has.
No, well, Williams had 2 assists, so like kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
but that was
come on, it's not that much of a difference, really.
It isn't, but I mean, like you're talking about form on the form guide. Willian hasn't done anything since that first game.
Whereas agreed.
Since then, Pepe is kind of has turned it on a little bit. So it's the lesser of two evils. I'm afraid.
Now, wait. Sorry, I want to correct you because I don't want to say that Pepe has put it on. He had 1 lucky assist, but come on, let's be real. That was a 3 performance today. Literally nothing.
That was an awesome ball today.
No.
That wasn't lucky, my friend. Pepe's
ball.
I'm
not saying it was lucky. Okay, so sorry, Apollo. I have to challenge this because I don't enjoy embellishing the performance. He had a lot of crosses that didn't go through. He dribbled a lot of times and then he loses the ball. Really, his crosses are bad. Some of his corners were atrocious. It went to the first.
They were better today.
I'm trying to be fair, right? I love Pepe. I want him to do the best for Arsenal. He's an Arsenal player. I want the best for Arsenal, but he's not doing it for me, and I can't keep giving him chances. And I agree. I mean, Willian as well as. He hasn't, after the first game, he hasn't done anything either.
He hasn't done that. We just got to keep rotating it. Even if you play one each half or start one for 60 minutes and then rotate the other, you just got to find one of them who wants to play. Don't they get it? We need them to stamp the authority on the right side. Otherwise, just get rid of both of them, bench but the both of them and put Martinelli in there in December. Done.
So before you go to Nyomas, I want to say a lot of the teams, they know we're playing on the left side. Come on, we as fans are seeing this. You're telling me that the teams that are doing analysis and stuff freaking all week long don't know that we're going to try to abuse Aubameyang and Tierney. They know. So we need to start. And sorry, I also want to say this. We need to start playing down the middle. We always go through the wings. Why are we trying to play down the middle?
Yeah, we didn't do that today. I was a little disappointed.
We don't do that at all, Apollo.
I think quite recently we've been a bit too much on the left-hand side. And and the right-hand side has just been so neglected. So that's one of the things that we need to get out of our game. It's just being too left-sided.
Sorry, El Neni showed and Bellerin showed that we have the quality to do that. And sorry, Bellerin, that's his game right there. That pass is his game. He can do that all day, all night if he gets that pass. So we need to focus on trying to give him and put him in that position because Aubameyang or whoever is always going to be there for that tap in. And Bellerin does that very, very well. So we need to start exploiting that as much as we exploit our left side and be more of a balanced team.
Yeah, miss. Who would your first 11 be?
Okay, so my first 11 would be Tierney at the back, David Luiz, Gabriel, and Maitland-Niles at right back. Then in midfield 3, I would have Callum Chambers, Thomas Partey, and Dani Ceballos. And then on the left, up front, I would have Pepe on the left, Aubameyang up top, and Saka on the right. And the method to my madness is that if you put Callum Chambers in there, he can also play at centre-back and right-back, which means that you can morph that into a 3 at the back, on the fly, on the pitch. You've still got Maitland-Niles who come into midfield. You can still overload attack with Maitland-Niles, with Callum Chambers, with Thomas Partey and Ceballos. And then Pepe and Saka could always alternate wings, and then you've got Aubameyang. So it's just a matter of creating goals for Aubameyang
that's a good shout.
That he scores. So yeah,
that's a good shout, guys. That's a good shout. So guys, today we're going to end it there. So today we managed to dodge a bullet. We didn't have 3 losses in a row. I mean, that would have been really disturbing going into Leicester with 3 losses in a row. And I thought we did well today to get the result. I mean, after the last 20 minutes, the tempo of the game increased somewhat, and it was what you wanted because the game was dire. We didn't like what we saw, and it just was going nowhere. The mistakes from the goalkeeper just kept compounding, which was really setting the tone for the performance. And the substitutes changed it, and well done to Mikel Arteta for doing that. The substitutes really changed the game. The tempo was up, the urgency was there, and we actually could have gone on to score another one. But I'll take this on the chin. It was a pub team, yeah, I know that, but you still got to get the results in. Any final thoughts from you guys? I'll open the floor up.
Yeah, we've got to start winning with conviction. I mean, yes, teams do win ugly, but we don't win ugly and get an easy ride, if that makes sense. We just win. We win ugly, but we just tend to edge it, and I mean really just edge it. So we need to start winning with conviction. Arteta needs to start making his substitutions early and look for a new goalkeeper.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my closing remarks is I don't think Leno will have, and I'm hoping, but again, I'm putting my neck on the line. I don't think Leno will have as bad of a game as he did today. I think that's probably the worst I've ever seen him play, and he did it consistently, making mistakes. I think Ebony is right. It's cool. I mean, Apollo, you say we take it on the chin. We only saying that because we won. I don't think if we didn't win, we wouldn't be saying that, right? So we're getting lucky. We're getting the results, so it's cool. Partey's just come in. Okay, Arteta, we're giving you time, but in 2-3 weeks, that starting 11 better be spick and span. I want to see the best players on the field, the best formation. It can be. I mean, the style of our play is really boring. As a fan, I mean, yeah, cool, I want to win and stuff, but I kind of want to see more chances on target and stuff. We know we have one of the worst shots on targets or, chances created in the league this season. That needs to be improved on, and they need to be working that on in training. In terms of the Leicester game, I don't have much confidence, to be honest. I feel like it's going to be a lackluster performance. And Apollo, why are we waiting until the last 20 minutes when we're behind for us to start picking up the pace and stuff? Why are we doing this from the beginning? In the first minute of the game, we kill the game 2-3-0, and then we can lay back a little bit, and if they score one, okay, we pick up the pace again, because obviously we can't keep that pace throughout the game. But let's start off.
There's two things there. First of all, the captain who signed a big contract hadn't hit the back of the net. He was frustrated when he came on. He was like, "Let's go, let's go." The second reason is the captain realized that the goalie was losing it. The captain he wanted to bail Leno out, and that's what he did. Aubameyang bailed Leno out. When your teammate, when the guy who you go to war with is in deep shit, you got to do something to help your brother, and that's what they did. The team almost galvanized themselves behind Leno's performance, and that was a good sign. But
I want to say something to that point, Apollo. Listen, I agree with you. When he came on, you could see. But listen, if you're a top player, man, when you're playing these chump teams, that's what I call them. We're in the Europa League. We're playing some pup teams we never heard of. You, as a great player or a talented player, you should be loving these games. The Pepe, all these players, because you're supposed to be killing, and this is your bread and butter, man. You're playing chumps. You're playing for Arsenal Football Club.
I agree. You come off Liverpool and Man City, man. Those are the games that you're supposed to put everything on the line, kiss the badge, do all that shit. I mean, that's just. Oh.
So my point is, it shouldn't be only Aubameyang. It should be the entire team should be in that mindset from the get-go. Let's kill these guys and make an impression that we are here. We're here and we're not messing about. For Premier League, I don't care about the Europa. I know we're gonna make it through this group. But I mean, to show Leicester that, like, listen, we're showing up and we're gonna give you a game.
Yeah, Vincey.
I think for me, this season is going to be harder for Arteta than it is actually going to be for the players. I think he's made some decisions that are going to come back to haunt him, and at the same time, he's teaching this team how to play a level of football that, as fans, we expecting them to already master and be proficient at. And it's going to be a long season, where we're going to have to be patient in the process. It's going to be highly frustrating because the football, even right now, isn't what we expect. But we're going to get there. I think we have to stick together, but it's going to be a big test this season for me of Arteta's management, because I've got every confidence next season we're going to go on to the next level. But
Vincey, you're talking about next season, man. I can't wait till next season, because we're going to see another next season. I'm 24, man. I want to see Arsenal compete against the top teams. I don't want to die. And, when I
the problem is the club, the board have put us in this situation, And it's so frustrated if you look financially that 2 years ago we gave a guy £250,000 a week, and he is not playing 350, and he is not playing in Europe. He's not playing in the Premiership, and it's like he can walk for free.
For a
He's only
embarrassing. For a stingy team, that's embarrassing.
And that's what I'm saying. And we cannot create. And it's these are the problems that if the manager wants to take responsibility, it comes back on him, because he now has to get creativity quick within the Arsenal setup. He has to get Aubameyang scoring goals. If anybody thought Aubameyang's goals last season was great, to me, I expected more.
Wow.
Yeah, of course.
I expected more. And if you look at Lacazette, I expect more. So he's got a huge pressure on himself that he's taken on as the Arsenal manager, but he's causing a lot of problems with his positioning of players and not allowing them to maximize their potential in game, in flow. And it could be down to stubbornness, but this is what he's going to live and die by.
I think we have to go back to that point that I made when I said that he's converting a team to 4 at the back, and now they're going through the mud. They're going through testing times at the moment, trying to get this puzzle to work. It's a puzzle, guys, and it's not going to be one that's going to be solved straight away. And we have to understand that, look, when a new manager comes in, there's 2 things you have to look at. One is there a reaction within the first 3 months of his managerial career? The answer is yes, there was, defensively and beating big teams, things we couldn't do before. So park that, we get it, done it. Second phase is, who's your top 11? What's your best formation? And that's going to take him a while to figure out. And we need to be patient with that. It's a work in progress. This was a very bad team, guys. We finished 8th last season.
Yeah, I wanted to address Vincey's points because he said some things that I can't digest or swallow. One, man, how much more can you expect from Aubameyang? This guy was almost top scorer last season. Like, we can't be expecting more from this guy. He carried the team last season. So things are unfair. He can't score more than he already has, really. Yeah. So yes,
I think he can, because you go off the back of Henry, Van Persie scored 37 goals.
Yeah, but Apollo, this is
Bayoy, Sanchez scored 31 goals.
I see your point, Apollo, but we're playing in a different time. The league is too competitive, man. Like, we can't be expecting, Aguero and these guys to be scoring these amount of goals anymore. It's not like before where, we could kill teams and Aubameyang and Aguero could score 3-4 goals every game. Now every single team is serious. They have money to spend on actual decent players. So, like, I see where you're coming from, but I think we need to be fair as well. The second point was Vincey. You're saying that it takes time for these players to adjust to Arteta and stuff. Man, we're talking about professional football players. You know how hard it is to play for Arsenal Football Club, or at least how hard it should be to play. These guys we're making excuses for them. You're getting paid serious money and you're playing at the top level. This should be part of your culture. If Arsenal Football Club is signing you, this should be part of your culture. This is the type of player we should be. So it goes back to bad recruitment. But even bad recruitment, if you're a professional soccer player like Kolasinac, please, come on, at least be able to cross the ball, right? I mean, how you can't expect Arteta to teach this guy how to cross the ball when he's already playing for Arsenal Football Club. That's what blows my mind.
So can I just respond then? So you've seen a consistency in performance with this team. So this is professional players that have played under Emery and consistently with Arteta to this date. Has there been a stretch of 6-7 games where we have really dominated teams?
Yes, 100%. In the last 6-7 games when we won trophies and we did that run in the FA Cup and we were actually winning games stuff, I think that was the best. I don't think we dominated teams with our football. And this is what I'm saying. When you're saying professional players, it's like they're now having to go back to do the basics and they are struggling to create triangles. When I'm saying
the hallmark of the Arsenal Invincibles, yeah, triangle, movement, willingness, touching, move, turn. We can't even do that right now. And that is shocking to think an Arsenal football team cannot control the ball under pressure and not under pressure. It's sideways. That alone will restrict us in our ability to create sufficient chances for the likes of your two strikers, Lacazette, Aubameyang, to be 20 plus. Ideally, you look at Liverpool, Mane, Salah, these guys can score 20 goals.
World class. It's all about talent, man. That's when it comes down to the talent and the recruitment. We don't have those players, unfortunately. The best we can get out of our players is to do those triangles. I mean, even El Neni, we're praising him and stuff, but you can't compare this guy to the top midfielders in the world, right? Really, if we're being honest. So that's the gap in quality. And Vinci, I think we forget the Premier League is a different animal. Like, every season it's getting harder and harder. Look at this season. There's going to be like 8 or 9 teams competing for top 4. We've never seen that before, right? So all these, Wolves and all these, even the smaller teams, man, they have decent players. Look at Aston Villa, man. They're flying, man.
Villa's midfield is
playing
just
for the badge. Yeah, you look at
is just so awesome.
Look at Leeds; they're playing for the badge when they went up and played against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see my Arsenal team die on the pitch. Play for that badge. Play our football. Leave it out there. I'm yet to see it. I really am yet to see it.
I agree with you, Vinci. I think that's because of the amount of money that Arsenal players get is more than those smaller teams. And I also think we lack physicality in this team, which is why I wanted Partey of Aouar, because it brings that into the team. And you can see that already. Those teams, like you talk about Leeds and all these championship teams, they have physical players, and those are the type of players. They don't have the skill. They have just the basics to like 110%, and that gets them through these games because the other skillful teams can't handle that. And we don't have that. That's not the culture of our team. We're a flary team. We've always been a flary team with small players that can just dribble and nutmeg you and pass it, as Ebony said, pass it into the net. That was Wenger ball, really. So we haven't moved away from that. We haven't signed the players. Gabriel, Tierney, and Partey are very good signings to get us there. We need that all over the pitch.
You and I are the same. As soon as Gabriel comes back, I'm interested. Because you can start to see there's fire, there's desire, there's somebody who wants to challenge defenders, shoot, and that burning desire it gets. You saw the fans, that goal against Chelsea.
He reminds me of Nicolas Anelka, just the way that he's just so ruthless in front of. He doesn't care. He'll do anything. He'll take it past 2 or 3 guys, and then he's just lethal. He got every. For me, he reminds me of a young Ronaldo, and I've said that he reminds me of a young Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got everything, 2-footed, he can head, he's got an aerial game, he can play off the ball, he can set people up. He's got the whole package. He is the real deal.
He's going to be £100 million. Sorry, Vinci. He's going to be £100 million player one day. I promise you. He is going to be. Barcelona, Real Madrid, all these guys are going to come running for him. And I really hope. Listen, Arsenal, we're getting better with our transfer business. I really hope we're smart enough to put a release clause on this kid's name, because the teams are going to come.
Look, the best teams have done it.
We're not going to seriously. We're not going to be able to keep him. We don't have the ambition. We're not going to have the team. And it's going to be the same cycle. Our best players are going to want to leave.
Yeah, but it's not just about Arsenal. Eden Hazard left Chelsea, Coutinho left Liverpool, and this is Chelsea's just spent 200 million on the back of money they couldn't spend before, which is that Hazard money. That Coutinho money bought the whole front line of Liverpool.
Apollo, I 100% agree with you. But Arsenal, we don't get that money for our best players when they're actually worth that much. Sanchez, Van Persie, Fabregas, Nasri, all these players are big money.
We'll have to see on Martinelli. We'll have to see on Martinelli.
And this is why I'm saying it's going to be a huge challenge for Arteta, because you have to find a way, once Martinelli is fit and he's playing on form, you have to not put that guy out of position. You need to put him alongside Aubameyang so he can learn that role, because the guy is going to be lethal.
Yeah, he is. And look, guys, in 18 months, when the Emirates and Adidas renegotiate their deal rights in the commercial business, Arsenal will have so much money coming in from these new structures. Things will just get easier and easier. Remember, guys, there's going to be a new Premier League deal. That's the reason why Liverpool and Man United are being more greedy, because they want more money to themselves. They want they want it to be an exclusive club, because in 2 years' time, guys, the money in the game is going to be bonkers. It is going to be ridiculous. The money that each team and the upper echelon of football in the Premier League is going to be having is going to be off the charts. And look, we know Real Madrid and Barcelona, they negotiate their own deals. We get all of that. But look at the players they can bring in. That is, in a sense, that's what Liverpool and Man United have looked at those teams and thought, we want that. We need to do something to get to that level. And that's why this talk is happening. And do you think it's just them? No, the sponsors want it. Everybody wants it because they want this. That's where the money is. They want this big game. It's all about money. It's all about money, guys.
Sorry,
So guys,
Apollo, on that, I mean, it is all about the money, because one, there's the opportunity with the pandemic and teams really, I mean, you said that yourself, you messaged me personally saying you guys are in lockdown, right? I mean, so these smaller teams, how are these guys going to survive, right?
Yeah.
So they're giving them this, waving it in their face saying, here's your bailout. Like, this is your only choice, really. It's a monopoly. You want to survive, you got to agree to this. And I don't know, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be harsh. So, guys, listen, that's it for tonight's stream. We dodged the bullet, guys, and I think we reacted well. The manager's substitutions bailed us out. But my Lord, don't let us sit through another first half like that this season. My Lord. Neomis, you haven't said anything for a while, so you could lead us out.
I'm going to tell you this.
So last match 5.
There's nothing. Listen, he had a decent performance. And listen, I do hope we don't have more performance. I know. I do hope we don't have more performances like that, but things have got to change real quick. We got a tough game on Sunday, but if we play our best 11, I'm sure we can get a win. At the very least, not lose.
And remember,
not also. No.
And remember, guys, this month was supposed to be a car crash. This month was supposed to be our Halloween month. This month was supposed to be dreadful. And look, this month has delivered on exactly what it said on the tin. Yeah. We knew. We knew this month was going to be. We saw the schedule, and every single one of you, including me, went, "Oh shit, October
tough games."
Yeah, so look, it is what it is, and I'm kind of glad we're on the back end of it now. If we beat Leicester, I think that's a renaissance. I don't think Old Trafford is going to be easy at all. This United team could let in 3 goals one game and score 4 or 5 the next game. So we don't know what we're going to get with Man United. And because it's Old Trafford, it's Old Trafford, the same tried and tested formula.
I don't know about you guys. Have you ever seen a team get more penalties than them? I swear there's some investigation that needs to be done, because this is not possible.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Maybe Solskjaer's got the league in his pocket. I don't know.
It's the truth serum that they have there, and the water
a bit like Alex Ferguson.
Old Trafford. There's some mad thing on there, man. So listen, that's it, guys. We love you guys. Thanks for joining us today. We've had a plethora of you that have sat through and enjoyed this victory with us, and really, really love you guys. Thanks for all the input from you guys in the chat room, and thanks to my panel as well. I appreciate you guys keeping us company, man, like we do on 101. And we're going to be back with live coverage on Sunday. You might not get me for the first half an hour. You might get everyone else, because I'm still going to be watching the Skins. No, I'm kidding. I'll probably do both at the same time. But listen, that's it from us, guys. We'll see you tomorrow in the live Premier League show at 10 o'clock, where we'll be talking about all the previous results. Actually, because of the break, I'm not sure. We'll talk about them and we'll discuss them. Even if we don't like it, we'll have to do it. But see you later, guys. Peace, man. Right back at you.
People.
Nice one,
See you guys. Bye.